decision of which diamond painting I should do. But first of all, I'm going to welcome everybody in. So we've got Obsessed with Horror is in. Weeks Art, good evening from me. Martha Makes Art, welcome in. And Cruising Complete. Hello. Anyway, obviously I can't hear Mel. I'm not sure.
Can you hear me?
There. So I do apologise. Hopefully things will get moved on and sorted out as time goes on. But I'm just going to switch over to desk view and give you some options of what. Just give me a sec. Yep, there we go. Give you some options of which.
Can the chat hear both of us speaking?
So I have started this one. I'm not sure on Mel's screen which side you'll be able to see this. There we go. So this one's Tiger. This is more gemstone rather than the crystal art type of thing. I have made a start on this, but it is a very, very small, probably about 12 centimetres, if that, on it. So that's the first option. Next option would be, which I've not actually opened as yet, but this is a Michael Jackson moon. Do you know the Smooth Criminal video where he's doing that lean? That's this one. So that's number 2. And number 3 is this cute little, these two are from Temu. This one is a little baby elephant, which you're not going to be able to see until I get out the packet. So this one's from Aldi, which is in the UK. This one's from Temu, it's a Michael Jackson one. And this one's like a little baby elephant. And it's a small one, so we'll probably get this done in one setting. But I don't mind either way which one we actually do. I've been chatting, that was the idea, to have a chat with Mel and introduce ourselves to you and do a bit of a collab, but it doesn't look like it's working very well. Anyway, this is the little baby elephant. Not sure how great that's going to pick it up. Oh, that's not too bad actually, it's picked it up quite well. So that's the baby elephant one. Quite cute, quite a lot of nice bright colours in there. That's that one. Let me make sure I've not got one more hiding. Yes, I do have one more hiding. And this one is, I think, 2 little tigers, like baby cubs. I don't want to mix the gems up. But this is the other one. Let me see if that picks that up okay. Yep, so 2 little baby tigers. And the idea is, of these 2 little ones, I'm actually going to do a drawing of these afterwards. Not today, on a different video. So let's do it this way. If you put 1 in the chat for the tiger one, this is quite a big one. 2 in the chat for the Michael Jackson one. 3 in the chat for the baby elephant one. And 4 in the chat for the tigers. And we'll see what people put in. I'd love to get Mel's input, but it's just not coming through.
We're trying. I've just sent Stacey a private chat to say I can hear her and the chat can hear her.
Your chat can hear me. Your chat can hear you, but I can't hear you. So the only other way I could do it is have you coming through my speakers rather than my headphones. The only problem is with that is it might do a bit of an echo. Let me give it a try and see how that is. Okay, I can hear you now.
Yeah. Can you? Is it echoing?
I can hear you now. Yep.
That's good.
But I don't know if it's echoing back or not. It's fine on my end.
I don't hear it, but if anyone in the chat can tell us if it's echoing.
If not, then I think we're good to go. No echo.
No echo.
Perfect.
Fabulous.
Yep, so that's good. Right then. Hello, Mel.
Hi, how are you?
That was a bit of fun, wasn't it?
It was. As you can see.
Yeah.
Sorry, as you can see, I'm not at my desk.
You're not at your desk.
Yeah.
I think we are going to have to sort of talk and then leave a bit of a gap because I feel like we're going to end up talking over each other.
Yeah, I agree.
Good.
Time difference.
Okay. So did you hear me talking about which of these canvases I should start on?
Sure did.
Was I a bit loud?
I love Michael.
You love Michael? Okay. Anybody in your chat have an opinion?
I think our chat might be mixed, but let's have a look.
I currently only have one vote at the minute, which is from Martha's Art, which was for the baby tigers.
I think that is it. That is the only vote.
Baby tigers.
Yeah.
Okay. Unfortunately, because of the technical issues, the live that I actually set up and running, where everybody was waiting, seems to have just, it's not worked at all. So I've had to set up a new live stream. That's why we had a bit of problems at the beginning. Because I normally stream through OBS directly into YouTube, but going from OBS to StreamYard to YouTube, that seems to have caused some conflict. So that's where we are with that.
Okay.
Okay. I think then I might give the audience vote and we'll go for the baby tigers. It looks like a nice small one to start off with, and we'll go from there. So I'm just going to get myself set up with that. So I'll be back in a mo.
Sounds good. And those that don't know me, I am Mel from Mel Runs Things, and my channel is all over the shop at the moment. I do lifestyle creation content, and I'm dabbling in a bit of diamond art for the first time. So this is my first piece, which I also got off Temu. It's easy to see. I'm in New Zealand, and can you add your link now for my channel? Yep, I can do that once I find my channel. So it's like 7:22 a.m. here, and my household is still asleep, except for me and the dogs. And I've had to move into the kitchen table. Normally I'd be in my bedroom, but my husband's still sleeping. Yeah, I just thought I'd have a bit more light at this time. Oh, it is. The sun has come up. My channel is.
Right, I have no idea where it's gone, but I've lost my diamond pen, which I normally use, which is a lot thicker than these little ones. So I'm just looking for that. These ones tend to give me cramps. But I am okay short term with it. I'm just going to get that one, but I'm just wondering where I've actually put that pen. Things always go missing. So if anybody's watching on Mel's side, I'm Stacey from Creating Relate. I do everything and anything that's creative. It is a wide niche, but I do what I can when I can. I do have my own personal disabilities, and that restricts me sometimes doing certain crafts, but on other days I'm okay doing them. So it all depends on what I'm able to do on that day. That's why there's a bit of a mixture of different things, but I love doing art of any kind, crafts of any kind. And the diamond art is something that quite a lot of people seem to be collaborating recently over. So me and Mel have met ourselves over the YouTube streets, and we decided to give this a go. We'll see the difference between the time zones and have a bit of a chat about that, and also give any hints and tips of what we've learned and anything to do with the diamond art side of it as we go along. But I still can't find my pen.
Oh no.
Eesh. Wonder if I've put it in a little set of drawers. It was a bit of a rush to get here. I just dropped my kids off at my parents', and then I was trying to get here, and then nothing wanted to work. The internet went off. It was just one of them silly times. Okay, no echo. Martha says, oh, she answered that. And the rookie captain, hello, it was lovely to meet you yesterday. The rookie captain is a brand new YouTuber, and we met yesterday, and I was telling him how much support that I can actually get from doing YouTube and joining different communities. So he was pleasantly surprised of how nice people were in chat yesterday. So welcome into you.
That's good. Welcome. Nice to meet you all. I think these are all your people, Stacey.
That's okay, that's okay. So I can't seem to find the pen that I normally use, but one thing I did buy from Temu are these little things that go over the top of pens. So I think that's the best I'm going to be able to do for today, because I ain't using my pen. It's probably showing up after the live stream, which is what generally happens. But it's great. It comes with loads of little attachments that you can stick to them, so you can do like the longer ones rather than the shorter ones individual. And even this little wheel that goes across.
Oh wow.
One of those things.
I'm still yet to get some of those multi-tool things. I've just got the single pen.
Single ones are good, but only for like smaller ones really. It depends on what you're actually doing on that day, I suppose. These are good, what I got from Temu as well, where you can actually separate them into 6 different things. I generally, with big daily things, I use these like little tick boxes, and then I can separate all of them into one tray then. But these are good if you're doing smaller ones. So I'm just going to empty all my bits and pieces in there. I'm sorry, I'm more prepared than this normally. It's just literally I got off the motorway about half an hour ago, and I needed to get everything set up for the actual filming. So what's it like over in Australia today, weather-wise?
New Zealand is...
New Zealand, sorry.
It's cold. It's cold.
Cold, is it?
Yeah. Winter has come.
So we are at complete opposite sides of the world and time zones and season-wise as well, I take it. Right.
Yeah.
It's crazy, isn't it? It's and I suppose unless you was actually involved with YouTube and doing this type of thing, this kind of content and meeting different people, you wouldn't even think of anything apart from obviously when you go on your holidays and things like that. You don't think at separate times, separate hours.
No.
I used to find it crazy when I was a young girl. I used to watch Home and Away and Neighbours, and it was like summer when they were celebrating Christmas. It was just
yeah. I'd love to have a white Christmas one day.
They're not all the cracked up to be, believe me.
Yeah.
Hey, Juju, welcome in. Hello, how are you today? I'm here with Mel today. Mel is on Mel's Run Things, and we're doing our first collab. It's actually the first time we're meeting as well. We have spoke on chats and things like that, but we've not actually met up ourselves. So this is us introducing ourselves as well as introducing each other's channel to our audiences. So welcome in.
Yeah, welcome.
Pop in the chat what time zone or what area you're from, just so that Mel can get an idea where everybody's from. I've got a general idea, but I'm still not up to scratch with my time zones, to be honest. I have turned and started doing something my mum told me to do a while ago, and I thought, nah, it's not going to make any difference. But I've actually started writing people's names down.
Oh,
different.
yeah.
Excuse me,
that'd be a good idea.
What people's channels are called, what they're called, where they're from, because obviously each channel doesn't have the person's name in it, same as mine. Mine's creating related. It doesn't mention the word Stacey in it. So unless you're speaking to them on an extremely regular basis, YouTube is a vast place. I mean, you try and support as many different creators as you can, but you can't keep up with everybody's name. I'm just about doing that with my family, so so writing it down is always a good idea. And then you've got the time zones on top of that. It can be a bit confusing, to say the least, especially on them brain fog. See, there we go then. Brain fog days. So the rookie captain's at 4:33. Presuming that is PM. California, which is where Martha is, which is 12:30 PM. Mama Juju is 2:29 PM. So yeah, they're just sort of like early afternoons. I'm late evening, and Mel is right first thing, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, starting in at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Yep. You see that?
That's commitment. So I hear you talking a lot about park runs. Do you want to tell us a bit more about this?
Park run. So park run
is that just running around the park, or?
Yeah, is a very big thing in the UK. That's where it started, just over 20 years ago. And I am an event director, run director for my local park run. And every Saturday morning, I mostly volunteer, and I am helping everybody run around the park, do 5Ks. Sometimes I will participate myself.
So they're training for something, or is this a leisure thing?
No, it is purely just for fitness, and you can walk as well. You don't have to run.
That's good.
Yeah. We love it. But been doing it for about 9 years.
Well, I think I must have missed that memo in the UK, because I don't recall these park runs. Unless they've now got a different name. But
no, they are called park run, and there are hundreds, if not thousands, in the UK. So if there's a park, there'll be a park run.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, whether it's because my disabilities prevent me from sort of doing quite a lot of stuff like that, so I generally do a lot in the house rather than out and about, or take the kids somewhere where they can do something they like and they do not like running. So it's possibly just something that I've not actually looked at myself. But if you're saying that you can walk, I'm wondering if you can also go on a mobility scooter, just to get out in the fresh air. That might be something worth having a look at. I'm not even putting any wax on that. started picking up the diamond bits without the wax on. That's not going to work. There we go.
Well, when I first started doing diamond art, I had no idea what the wax was or even how to pick them up.
Well,
I had to watch some YouTubers to find out. Namely, yeah, maybe you.
I've learned recently that there is actually different types. There's also wax, different colours, and it depends on what colour is to be how sticky it is to what you're actually doing.
Okay.
How much residue that is actually left. So these are the ones that you get with Temu kind of things, or any general one,
Yeah.
really. But the one that I got with that pen that I've lost, and I ain't got a clue whereabouts it's gone, is actually blue. So this is the wax that's actually around it, and it doesn't leave that kind of residue on the top of it, which I found a lot better to use. This was from Temu as well, but it come with a different kind of stickiness. So yeah, I didn't even know there was different ones. Okay, I thought that whilst we're having a bit of a chat here with ourselves and also with our people in the chat, I bought some trivia cards when I was at the local charity shop. So if we get a few more people in later on, maybe if you're up for it, we'll do a bit of trivia. Just keep things fun and light-hearted.
Sounds good.
So YouTube, well, how have you found the journey?
It is interesting. Time consuming. Interesting. Time consuming. It has helped me. It definitely has helped me be more creative and help with the public speaking. Yes, a bit more than what I do in my day-to-day life. And I've always liked photography. I used to do photography as a part-time job, hobby.
Yes, you mentioned that.
Yeah, I'd love to get more creative with the video editing and filming. And
it's definitely all a learning process, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure.
It's
How about you?
Yeah, it's definitely pushed me to do more because I was one of those people. I've always been creative and I've always sort of done a lot of things with the kids. I've always done making things and, general kids like making things out of cereal boxes and toilet tubes, all that kind of stuff. And then as they got older, we did more complex projects and things like that. My family, as in me and my children, are very creative anyway. My son is a musician and my daughter is studying performing arts. They're both very good artists. Take after the mum. But I think that was because I was able to let them discover what they was good at themselves. And I think in this society, it has now allowed you to do that a bit more. But definitely when I was a kid, creative jobs, it wasn't something that you was allowed to do. I knew that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to be, I don't know, do you have Blue Peter? Or did you have Blue Peter as a TV show? Do you know what Blue Peter is?
No.
It was quite a popular, I'm not even sure if it's still broadcast here because I don't really watch TV much, but it was something that was done on TV and they did things like little crafts and things and news for children, done like a news round type of thing, and it was all for kids. But they did this section in that called I can't remember the name of it, but they did it like this is one I prepared earlier. So they'd start making something, and then they'd bring on another bit, and then they'd be able to do that bit, and then add to it, and then they end up with a final project at the end. And years ago, I remember practicing being that presenter. That's the kind of thing that I wanted to do. And then life happened, went to college, ended up going into a job that I didn't really, it was just a job that I had to do to bring money in. It was still a career, but it wasn't like my perfect career. And then over time realised it's just a pipe dream and it's not going to happen. The process of having a family and I've spoke about this a few times in the past, being quite restricted by the children's father, my ex, basically stopped me doing it. Well, I forgot who I was. And that's basically what this journey's been about the last 5 years, since he went 5 years ago. You know, just going to the shop and deciding what I wanted to buy. The first couple of months was like, geez, I didn't even know I had a choice in these things. And it was really difficult for me to decide what to have because he was so controlling over the full lot. So over time, and it has took a long time, especially with COVID sort of dropped in the middle, to sort of learn who I am again, learn what I enjoy rather than what everybody else enjoys. And even though I am absolutely scared to death, or I was when I very first started going onto YouTube, it took me 4 years of sitting in front of the camera and doing things before I actually posted my first one. I procrastinate endlessly, always do. And I just wish I'd done it before now. Looking back, it was just it was just my own brain saying, don't do it, and I should have just done it. So now I tend to go, well, do it once. If it doesn't work and you don't like it, then just don't do it again. But at least you've done it the once. So yeah, that's where I'm up to, with sort of being on YouTube and doing lives. There is always a technical issue. Technology has a severe allergic reaction to me. So I now sort of go, well, it's happening. Just find a solution for it. Unfortunately, I was broadcast on that other stream, but at least we have sorted it out. We've done a workaround, and that's what I'm good at doing. Workarounds and problem solving, that type of thing.
Good.
And not shutting up is one thing I don't do when I'm nervous. So if I do tend to go on a lot, it is because it's the initial start. And I don't shut up at the beginning. And then over time, I start relaxing a little bit. And then I start going a bit quiet and getting zoned into what I'm actually doing. So I need to learn that balance. That's the kind of balance that I'm looking at for myself, to be sort of more stable, if that makes sense.
Yes.
Okay, my comment from this is actually James, the rookie captain.
Okay, James.
I don't know if you can read it yourself.
I can see the chat.
You know, the emotion art. Yeah, the emotion art is actually blocking it. So can you see it on yours?
Oh, what has he put on? I'll go to your channel.
The emotion art, you know, the little motions is actually blocking half of his writing, and I can't seem to move it out of the way. I can read most of it, but not the bits in the corner.
The last comment, just wanted to say thank you for your support, and I have to go do some errands, but I'm going to leave us up so you can keep gathering some hours. Hope everybody talk soon. Yeah.
Oh, that's lovely. Thank you. It was lovely to meet you as well. Yeah, he was extremely timid on somebody else's live stream, but he bit the bullet, did it, and he said he enjoyed it afterwards. So, it just goes to show, if you sat there thinking about doing it, whether it's YouTube or something completely different, procrastinate all you want, but you're not going to get any further unless you actually take that leap and do it.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I'm trying to apply that to life, but I'm still got some sort of things holding me back with a lot of the stuff. So, but I'm trying to give that kind of mindset to my children as well. That you need to try different things, try things in life without, don't put yourself in danger and things like that. But in general, try things in life before you go, no, not for me.
Yeah. We've got Jessie journals and unboxes, sorry. Yeah, as well. Jessie.
I think I might have a different. Just give me a sec, let me. Oh, right. I've just figured out what's going on. I
What's
had it
going
set
on?
to private chat. So I could only see what you were saying earlier. Right, I've got
no.
up now.
You've
I've got
got
it.
everyone.
I've got it.
Great.
Yeah, I had the chat up on my tablet for another account just to make sure it was still going through. Do you know when I was setting it all up and it was all going wrong? So I had it on that, but you can't see some of the comments on the right hand side because of the emotion art that gets in the way. So I couldn't see the chat, but I can see it through StreamYard now. I've clicked on comments rather than private chat.
Good.
So you've got some people coming through. I do know Jessie's unboxings. Obviously, we've all met there on YouTube chat. And you've got someone called Callie Girl. Welcome in. She says, "Good morning, Mel. You're
Carly girl?
Byron Payton.
Yeah. Carly is in New Zealand as well. And I've just connected with Carly.
Well, Carly, I am over in the UK, so there is 12 hours between us, which is why we tried to sort of do something that's respectable for Mel time wise and not stupid o'clock in the morning, and vice versa in the night time for myself. But really, I jumped on Mel's stream. This is Mel's stream.
That's good. It's good to get the practice as well and to get to know yours a bit more.
And I'm pretty sure the people who have come in through my chat up to now, they are both. Who we had 1, 2, 3, yeah, all 3 that have come through. I'm just looking at who was here. Yeah, they're all very supportive people. Like I said, I only met James yesterday, but he's obviously showing himself there that he's going to leave the live running, even though he's off being busy. So he's lurking in the background. So that just shows a bit of support as well, doesn't it? That's what I do for everybody else. If I can't be there, in the chat box talking, I'll leave it running in the background.
Yeah.
Because YouTube,
no, I would put
little guys.
Yeah, no, it's strange. Yeah, I've said it before. Like, I think it should be pushing us out more because we are the growth.
We are the future. Yeah, exactly. We are the growth. All these big channels are going to retire at some point because they've made the money. They need to think about who's coming next.
Yeah.
And I do get that, they'll make more money off the bigger YouTubers and things like that, or there's channels that'll just start, find out how much hard work it actually is, and then give up. But if you've been there showing up, doing the lives or doing the videos, for a fair few months, and you've got people coming in, and things are looking like it should be. They should push it out, that little bit more, really, for how long you're on for and how much you're doing, and they should push it out that bit more.
Yeah. Oh.
All the creators are just going to try back.
Carly Girl's asking, where in the UK are you from?
I am northwest. So close to Liverpool.
Yep. Very good.
Although you can tell from my accent, I'm not actually from Liverpool. But it's weird what people think different over the world. I mean, I hear my voice every day, so do my family, and it's just a typical, British accent with a little bit of different tone in there. But people in America and Australia, New Zealand, Canada, I've had comments about my voice and my accent, and it's something you don't think about yourself.
No.
I mean, I love the Australian, New Zealand accent. I think it's really uplifting, and I don't know if that relates back to when I was a child. Like I said, I used to watch like Home and Away and Neighbours, and that kind of accent sort of sticks in your head of it being happy, and as a child and having fun times sat there without the responsibilities, watching your favourite TV shows. So yeah, a bit like that with music as well. I don't know if you find that there's a particular song that brings you back to a certain time.
Oh, for sure. Yep. Can remember almost exactly where I was when I first heard a song. Or, if it was you're at a party or, having a good experience.
And smells as well. I'm a bit like that with smells.
Yeah. The olfactory memory. Yeah.
Well, I've learned over the last probably over the last 10 years for sure. Both of my children are diagnosed with autism, and my son also has ADHD. So there's a lot of sensory issues that they experience, and finding out things like the smells that go to the brain, it goes to the frontal part of the lobe of the brain, and that's why you remember, and that's why it sort of brings back memories. Being able to dip into little bits of knowledge like that, for example, when my daughter was doing her GCSEs, when she was studying at home, I used to always have lavender in the room while she was studying, and she was able to take that scent in with her, and it actually helps her remember things. So yeah, it was just a little thing that I thought of, and she said it really helped her.
Yeah, rosemary is another one as well. It's good for studying.
I mean, lavender's normally for
memory,
like relaxing and things like that.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, for some people, it's the opposite.
Yeah, exactly. I was just going to say she's, like I said, she gets anxiety and overload that way. So having that calmness is actually a good thing for her, which is lavender is to sort of calm the nerves as well.
Yeah.
You never saw Mel's channel link? Let me just see if I can sort that out for you, Martha. It's Mel's runs things, but I am going to try and find a link if my computer doesn't play.
Oh, I did post it, and did it not go through to your?
Yeah, she didn't see it.
I can do it right now.
Can you do it? Because I'm just trying to figure it out as I'm.
I've still got it in my. Hopefully that went through. It's basically Mel runs things. That's all it is. But so James wouldn't have seen my thank you comment either.
Yeah, that's come through. Or it has on my side, I hope. That's come through there.
So StreamYard combines both channels' comments in StreamYard, but it doesn't. YouTube doesn't do it.
It doesn't look like it now.
Yeah.
I've actually downloaded another one. I don't really use StreamYard so much now because of the cost of it. I did renew it for this. I renewed the cost for this live, but whilst I've renewed it, I'm gonna do some other videos because it is easy to use. But there's another program that I use which is completely free, and you can do so much more with it than what you can on StreamYard. It just takes a bit of getting used to. And you can set up like multiple cameras and microphones and different things like that, rather than, so for example, let me just get this up. So I can do, so we've got the overhead camera there. I can then transition to a different camera there so you can see what's going on with that. And
Ah,
then
that's clever.
I can say hello to everybody in the chat. And then you can add overlays like, things like this. I'll be right back. And you can do vertical live streams and all different type of things. So, yeah, it's definitely worth having a go of it when you've got a bit of extra time, but it does take time to learn. There's plenty of YouTube tutorials, thank God. What I generally do now is if there's a particular thing that I'm learning about, so say if just for example OBS, I put that anything that I've learned, found useful for in a playlist entitled OBS, and then I can nip back into there when I've forgot what I've actually learned and just go over it again. So I use playlists a lot like that as well.
Very good. I've got a lot to learn.
You seem to have learnt the music side of things okay, though.
Yeah, that music through StreamYard frustrates me because you can only play one song and then you've got to click on the next song to play that. Like it's not continuous that I know of. And I'm not sure, like if you in a music editing app, if you joined a whole bunch of songs together, just whether that file would be too large to add in. Like you could do it that way, I guess.
StreamYard's a bit funny with the amount of storage you're allowed to use anyway.
Yeah. But for my music lives, I use Upstream.
Okay, I've not used that yet. I've heard of it, but I've never actually used it.
Yeah, it is good. But I haven't quite mastered how to set up the scheduled lives for YouTube, so your community can see when you're going to have your next music live.
Okay.
So it worked, I think, when I first started using it, and then in YouTube, where you go into the back office, into the studio, and you set up, you can schedule your lives in there. So if I use the string key for Upstream and put it in there and set it up, it doesn't work well with Upstream. Right. It won't. Yeah, it just won't run properly. So I've stopped doing that. Like it says it's streaming, but it's not. And yeah, they do have technical issues.
There's a lot of programs that frustrate me the same way that you get it working once and then the next time it doesn't work and you think it's user error, but when you actually go over it, it's exactly the same as you did it the previous time.
Yeah. And I follow their instructions too, and yeah, they don't work.
You sat there second guessing yourself all the time, thinking, "Oh, I've done it right."
Yeah. So we've got anything in the chat? We've got Fam joined. I should I put these comments up on the screen?
Yeah, I'm not sure how to do that myself because I don't really use StreamYard. So I'll learn some off you on that way.
Yeah, it is hard while you're actually doing something like the diamond art to be. If we were just sitting here on the chat, just talking, then my battery is running low.
Well,
I am going to have to go and get my charger in a second. As I said, I've moved everything out of the bedroom to
come and do
not
this.
Disturb my husband.
Oh, bless.
We have a spare room, which I used to have my office in there, but yeah, we've put a bed in there now, and there's not much room.
Yeah, I don't know if you've seen my previous video, but I stream from inside my wardrobe.
Yep. That's
So
where you are now?
Yeah, I'm in my bedroom inside a wardrobe.
Wow.
I
think I could do that, but because we've got a pretty big wardrobe that my husband's retrofitted, and because he's a builder, but I would still be loud, and I think he'd still hear me. He'd probably still hear me now, but he's gonna have to live with that.
Mm-hmm. And is he up to speed with the YouTube side of things? Does he respect how much hard work it is? Like that? Yeah,
I think so. He doesn't watch me.
Oh.
He prefers to watch programs about travel and political stuff. That's fine.
Quite a lot of travel channels on YouTube chat that we run into time to time, isn't there? So yeah, my children support me, as in they will play or leave a like or something like that. My daughter does watch some of my videos for her own benefit, but it's not my son's cup of tea. Don't get me wrong, he loves art, but I think if I got into more of the actual doing art, as in like drawing and colouring, like what I will be doing, I think he would then start watching more. But obviously, I wanted to do something not just on YouTube for myself, and I thought if I'm doing YouTube, it gets me actually wanting to do something creative for myself if I do it for somebody else. So if I was to say, right, I'm going to sit down and have an hour to myself doing something creative, it'd never get done. I'd end up going to clean something in the kitchen or end up doing something for somebody else. So what YouTube's allowed me to do is streamline me wanting to be creative whilst providing something for other people at the same time. So it's sort of, killing two birds with one stone. And if you'd like, D number 5.
Yeah.
Because it just wouldn't happen.
Yeah.
Taylor May, welcome in. How are you today, Ollie? Thank you for joining us.
I will be back. Just give me 2 seconds and I'll get my charger. I better mute myself.
While she's gone, I'm taking over the show. I'm okay. We had quite a lot of technical difficulties when we first started. We're trying something pretty new. New for us anyway. Mel from Mel's Runs Things, who I'm with at the moment, is over in New Zealand, which is 12 hours. We've got 12 hours difference between us. I'm in the UK, she's in New Zealand. And so by the time it is here for me, it's the opposite side. So at the moment it is, what time are we on? It's just gone 9:00 p.m. here for me. And the lovely Mel joined us at 8 in the morning. So we've been on since 8 p.m. in the UK time, which is about an hour ago. And Mel joined us in her dressing gown at the start of the stream because it was so early and bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. Commitment for you. It's 3 p.m. where you are. That's what I was just saying before, how great YouTube is, that you can bring people together at times when it suits them. There's always somebody online. There's always some kind of creation going on in different parts of the world, and you can just tap into your favourites. So thank you for tapping into here. If you can all make sure you tap that like button whilst you're there. Don't like asking, but as we all know, it does help that that little devil called the algorithm. I'm really struggling with this penny. I've got a bigger, fatter one, and I've put this little foam thing on to help, but it's not as good as my other pen. These are not lining up where I normally put them. These ones I find there's quite a lot of flex in them, and you end up putting them down in the wrong areas. So Mel was doing a chat, like a live chat yesterday with the diamond art that she's doing at the moment, and she did some music, jazz based, with that. And it's something that she's sort of tried quite recently, diamond art. I've done a few over the years, but not really got into like it in a big time. But it is something that's easy and quick to sort of just do and chat at the same time, rather than do something that's really complex and complicated, which is what I tend to do my videos about, rather than diamond art. Apart from getting the diamond art crystals in the right places and opening the packets and all that kind of stuff, it's not that difficult to do. It's more challenging for me because I really do have to concentrate where I'm putting them. On the bad days, today's not too bad, but the actual coordination of it, if I start thinking about where I want to put them rather than actually picking it up and putting it down myself, that's when I start placing them in the wrong place. But I got back onto doing some colouring last week, which I really enjoyed doing, so I'll be doing some more of those videos in the coming weeks. Basically building up some more experience on the colouring side. I've been doing graphite drawing for years, and I'm quite happy with the realism that I produce from that, but I really want to sort of add colour into realism as well. I've done acrylics, but the pencil colouring I seem to be easier to clean up with, especially having kids having to drop everything. By the time you come back to your desk, it's all crusty paint. So I generally prefer to do something that's easy and quick to clean up, and the coloured pencils tend to do that. And then that way I can work on a piece and record that at the same time as doing a different one and have a few different works in progress. Thank you, Martha, for leaving it running. I do appreciate people are busy, and it really helps if you're just lurking in the background. That's really great. I appreciate that. Really appreciate everybody's support. And I also want to say thank you for joining, because I know I'd set this up as a live stream. Everything was all set up in the right places, and when we come to go live, I'm not sure if it's because the StreamYard is being hosted by somebody else. I'm not really sure, because this is Mel's stream, whether it didn't sort of link up with my YouTube, but it finally linked up, but I had to do a separate stream. So I do appreciate that stream has failed, but hopefully people will find us eventually on this one, or work out that that technology has had another allergic reaction to Stacey, and we're now streaming on this other one. The other one had a pretty little description and a pretty thumbnail and everything else. And now I think it just says diamond painting with Mel. Something stupid like that. I had to type it in quick because I was trying to get on live. Welcome back. Did you bring enough to share, Mel? Why? Who's sharing what? Daft Am. Right, Mel's going to be a few minutes. so I can continue rambling to you and tell you what I've got planned for the day. So doesn't happen very often, probably about every 6 to 8 weeks. My mum and dad have the kids, and I get to have 24 hours basically to myself. And I decided to spend some of that time with you lovely people, which is why I'm doing this collab with Mel. And then I have intentions on having a glass of wine, which isn't something I do very often. But when I've not got the children with me, that's the only time I do generally have a drink. Christmases and birthdays, sometimes, New Year's sometimes, but it's nice just to sit down and chill on your own without having to think that you have to sort somebody else out. So I'm going to be having a glass of wine later and probably watching a movie that I want to watch, because the children are very vocal on what they would like to watch. I'm going to have a look through the films and see what's available. In fact, anybody in the chat can suggest a good film, and I'll see if I've ever seen it before, or if it's something that I'd like to have a look at. You can tell me a bit more about it.
Wow, where did I put it?
Are you back?
I'm back. Talking movies.
Are you plugged in?
Yes, but then I was like, I haven't fed the chickens or the dogs.
And that's a good thing about doing a collab, that one of us can sort of take the mic while the other one does something else. Because pretty soon I'm going to have to go for a toilet break so you can take over.
Yeah.
Sorry, go on.
Mickey 17. Have you seen that?
Mickey 17. No, go on, tell me more about
that. It is a bit of a pulp. I was going to say cult movie. It is directed by Bon Joon-ho, who is Korean director, film producer. Very good. It has, what's his name? You know, the Twilight actor.
Oh, the one who plays Edwin Cullen.
Robert Pattinson.
Pattinson, yeah.
Yeah. It has him in it. Very good. I'm not going to say too much, but it is. Yeah.
How old is
it? My husband and I only just saw it at the movies in late March.
Okay, so it's quite recent. I'm just wondering if it'll be on Prime yet. In fact, I'm just going to have a quick look while I stretch my back. Still here. I had to buy a new.
It's very funny.
It's a funny one, is it?
Yeah.
Mickey 17, you said, wasn't it? Mickey 17. Where to watch?
I am just fixing some breakfast. Do you think, was it the cinema or not?
No, I don't reckon that. I don't remember it being at the cinema. It is on Amazon Prime, but it's a paid one, which is £13.99. So I'll definitely add that to the watch list, but I won't watch it just yet. My daughter likes him as well. She likes all the Twilight stuff and everything. So I'm pretty
sure. Well, this is quite different to Twilight. No vampires, but it has aliens. So it's based on a ship, and they land on a planet. That's all I'll tell you.
I don't even recognise the poster normally. We go to the cinema quite a lot because I can't do a lot of physical stuff. Films is something that we've all sort of been able to sort of have some common interest about. And I don't remember that one at all. And we do go quite regular. So I was just wondering whether it wasn't certain cinemas show different films over here. Because like I want to watch ones at our local cinema, and then you go, where mum and dad lives. It's only about 20 miles away, and their cinemas are showing completely different films.
Ah.
Yeah, I'll definitely give that a look in. What type of films are you normally into?
We're into anything, to be honest.
Wide variety.
Anything that doesn't distort the truth, like if it's a non-fiction history.
But it has to have a good story.
Sci-fi is sci-fi. Comedy, anything really,
comedy.
I'm trying to catch up on the chat here. So, Defam, what did I bring enough to share of? I don't know.
I don't know myself. Amanda, welcome in. Amanda's from Scraptastic Crochet.
I have got some crumpets.
You got some crumpets.
I need to eat.
Yeah, I don't know if Amanda's going to say this a bit funny now, but I've just grabbed a banana before I started. Yeah, so I had a banana.
Banana's good.
I didn't have time to make any dinner. So it was a quick snack time. And a cup of tea, of course.
Yep. My tea has gone cold. I forgot where I was at now with this. I'm up to colour 9 of 20.
Yeah, I don't generally go in any particular order. I do this with my art.
No.
I decide where I want to start. Generally at the corners or the edges, so you're not rattling the paper all over the place.
That's a good idea.
One thing
I thought of that.
Because obviously it distorts the microphone when you're doing some of it. This Temu paper is the worst for it, but I bought these, which are like little sheets that you can put over, and then you can cut out with a knife rather than having all this kind of crinkling on it.
Yeah. So Carly Girl, who was in the chat, I'm not sure if she's still with us because I'm not manning the chat very well. I do apologise. She does. She has a lot of those contact sheets. She has another name for it, but it all makes sense, and it's great that I'm connecting.
I'm right next to the microphone there, and it's not making anywhere near as much noise as.
Yeah.
It's a big difference.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
It's quite small. You're not getting a lot of noise, but it does sort of get quite noisy.
Yeah.
This is like a bit of paper. So yeah, especially on the bigger pieces, because obviously with this you can sort of hold it back once you've actually got hold of it and just leave it in the same place and then dab, you know, move the paper about. But with bigger pieces, especially like the one that you're doing, what size is that?
This is a 30 by 40.
Yeah, so obviously a lot bigger than the one that I'm doing. So you're going to need to have more shit. And the good thing about these is, like I said, you can use a craft knife and just cut out a little bit and then stick it back over it. You know, you only need 2 of them for that, really. So yeah, they're pretty good. I've not used them yet, so I'll probably use that in a minute and when I get a bit more into the sticky side of things.
Yeah.
What number is these? You had pizza
Oh,
tonight.
who had pizza? No.
Amanda from Scraptastic.
Amanda, we had pizza
We
on
had
our
pizza
Friday
last night.
night.
Yeah, we did.
Nice.
Yeah. On Fridays we generally do a pizza and a movie night. We try our times of actually making the pizzas ourselves, not the base, the toppings, adding all that kind of stuff. We do generally do that ourselves, and then every so often we'll treat ourselves and as a takeout. But we generally do a movie night on a Friday, and it generally tends to end up with some form of pizza. So let's talk pizza toppings. What's your favourites?
Someone say pizza, yeah. It's the fam. Ron, we make our own basis when we do make pizza, and we haven't done it very often, but it's more a summer thing. But we've got a smoker grill, and we can cook pizza in there, so we get that nice kind of smoky. You can put wood blocks in there, so you do get a bit of a wood smoke, but it's certainly better than buying pizza.
Make our own bases, but I can't do the kneading anymore. I've got a mixer, but it's the fact of getting it all out and setting it all up. It is just easier to have the frozen bases in the freezer, and then the kids can just put their own things on rather than waiting for me to get everything sort of lined up for them to do it.
Sorry, I'm making some creaky sounds here. ASMR. Here we go.
I really need to stop looking at the YouTube chat and start looking at the stream one because I'm missing some of the comments.
It's hard though, because that's what we're used to doing.
Yeah. Did so much today. No energy left when I went to cook it. Well, there's nothing wrong with having a bit of pizza on a weekend. Don't do it very often, but my favourite topping is vegetarian because I very rarely eat meat. Not a choice thing. I don't like it.
Okay.
More, I'll eat chicken if I cook it, and I'll eat mincemeat inside a bolognese if I cook it. I'm very particular on food. I'm not a foodie person, strangely enough. But I love I love loads of vegetables on a pizza. And I know a lot of people are going to frown at that, but that's me.
Nothing wrong with that.
I love my veggies.
I was vegan for 10 years.
You was vegan for 10 years?
Yeah.
So
I'm not now.
Not eating any vegetable products, any animal products.
No. Yeah, no meat, dairy, eggs.
That was a choice. It's not something.
It was a choice, but a spiritual choice at the time.
Okay.
But my health declined. Like, my body needs meat. It needs to eat. And I think it's always been that way because I used to be low in iron when I was a child.
Yeah, I get that.
But I was a very picky child. Not now.
I'm extremely picky with food. I really am.
Ron says pepperoni is the goat.
My
do like pepperoni.
My son would definitely agree with you, Gifam.
And chicken Alfredo pizza, supreme pizza, but honestly, just about any pizza. Yeah.
Then I'm out.
we have a local pizzeria, and it's called Spookies,
All
and
right.
pretty sure that the chef owner is Korean, so he has a bit of a fusion in the flavors sometimes. He does have the normal flavors, but yeah, they're very nice, very big.
Yeah, I mean, we do like, I mean, we prefer to go and have, go and get the sourdough base and things like that if you're going out for something to eat. But, pizza in the house is different to pizza out in a restaurant or in a takeaway, isn't it? It's a completely
Yeah,
different
yeah,
taste.
definitely.
So vegan for 10 years, that must have been a bit of a commitment.
Yeah, it was hard. My family wasn't, so I was still cooking meat for them.
Right, that's even more difficult for you then.
Yeah. But I am a person of service, and a mum, as you know, you've got to
Comes with the job done, is it?
cook. Yeah.
Well, mine are now 18. I've been teaching them how to, like I said, they've both got special needs. I've been teaching them how to cook and all the rest of it for years, just to get them so that they can provide for themselves over the years. They can only do basic food. But one of the major turning points that we did was buying one of the air fryers, because I constantly had to be in the same room when they was cooking to make sure they didn't burn themselves, because they forget what they're actually doing whilst they're doing it. But the air fryers have just been so easy for me and for them, to give them a bit of independence in the kitchen themselves rather than having mum there all the time. They're actually able to
Yeah.
prepare very simple meals in an air fryer. They're not always healthy. A lot of children with autism are the same. They have a lot of beige foods like your chicken nuggets, your chicken fillets, fries, that type of stuff. My daughter does like vegetables. My son is the complete opposite. He'll only eat meat. So it's very much where I'm trying to get their independence up for cooking. But the air fryer has definitely made a massive difference in their sort of independence to be able to do that.
Yeah, we love air fryers. I see Jamie Oliver's just brought out a big cookbook.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, air fryer. And
Breakfast for pizza. Pizza breakfast.
is it pizza for breakfast or a special breakfast pizza?
I have actually seen toppings like bacon and eggs and sausage, so I'm just wondering if that would be classed as a breakfast
Yeah,
pizza. Yeah.
that could be. That could be.
Yeah, it's not something that would tickle my fancy, but maybe my son would like something like that. Breakfast pizza. I might have to treat him one day.
Oh,
Chatting to all these people in different places whilst you're on the YouTube lives, come up with some very different ideas, because you're dealing with things that are not in your little bubble.
it's a dough gravy-like sauce, eggs, sausage, bacon, cheese. Okay.
Oh, so like instead of the tomato base, you have the gravy base, and then eggs, sausage, and bacon
Right.
and cheese. See, my son doesn't like cheese. He only has, and it's every time
Ah,
we order from the takeaway, I have to put in the extra notes box, please put minimal cheese on and make sure it's thoroughly cooked, because he will not eat. If it comes with stringy cheese, he goes and puts it in the bin. It doesn't matter how much money I've
oh,
spent on it, he goes and puts it in the
oh
bin.
no, oh no.
Or ends up putting it in the oven. If it's something that he doesn't like at all, he'll just put it in the bin. If it's that the cheese hasn't cooked
Yeah.
to his liking, he puts it in the oven anyway, and then that defeats the object of takeout then. So yeah, I have to make sure that we have one particular place that we go to now, and they're aware of his
Yeah.
very fussy eating. So that, yeah, they're pretty good. We generally don't go anywhere else. just to make sure that he's getting what he needs rather than, money going in the bin.
Yeah.
But I'm wondering if I might actually get him to do that breakfast one at home and see if he likes it. As long as he don't start eating it for breakfast. That's the only concern that I've got.
Yeah, every day. Is he open to trying new foods?
Generally not. He definitely wasn't when he was younger. But if it's something similar to what he's had that he does like, then he will give it a try. Or if he sees somebody that he knows, not me, if it's like one of his mates or my dad, his granddad, if he eats something and he says, "Do you want to try a bit?" or he sees them eating it first, it's like testing to see if it's poisonous first before we touch it, kind of thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you see somebody else eating it, and they don't have any reaction on the face like it's spicy or anything like that, then yeah, he'll give it a go.
Mm.
But when he was little, God no, he wouldn't touch anything new. In fact, his diet got so limited with the foods that he liked for a number of years. It was just basically 3 foods that he ate, which was bacon, chicken nuggets and chips. That's all he'd eat. And I remember he was only about 6 or something like that, waking up in absolute sheds of tears. I couldn't console him at the time. Anyway, we calmed him down, and I found out after he'd calmed down, the reason why he was crying. He said to me, "Because I don't like bacon anymore." He just woke up in the middle of the night crying that he doesn't like bacon anymore. And it wasn't like he'd just had bacon and then, figured out he doesn't like it. He just woke up from this. I don't know if he'd had a dream or something, but yeah, he never touched bacon again for years after that.
Oh gosh.
So then it went limited to just chicken nuggets and chips. Oh, and super noodles, which at the time we didn't have a lot of, which is like noodles in a packet, dried noodles in a packet, and you boil them up in a pan. So yeah, very, very simple diet, but and very restrictive. He's done all right. It's not like it's caused him any issues, but as a mum, you want them to be eating the right way, and you've got all these plans to make sure they're eating the right things and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, you have to sort of let a lot of the ideas that you had as a parent go when you raising somebody who's got special needs.
Yeah.
I think somebody's having a barbecue at the back of me because I can smell it.
Oh gosh. It's a late barbecue.
Yeah. During the summer here, we don't get the sun very often. So when we do get the sun, people generally take as much advantage of it as they can do. So yeah, outside barbecues, beer gardens, all that kind of stuff. It's quite big over here in the summer. It was only yesterday it was absolutely throwing it down, and we're in the middle of summer here. So one thing about the UK is you can have 4 seasons in one day. It really is that quick to change. Let's try that gravy one with him.
Yeah. Do we have many people in the chat? Do we want to do the trivia?
Let's have a look.
Since we've got 10 people, I'm guessing it counts us as well. But still.
Where does it show you that? Where the amount of people are in?
So on the top of my StreamYard screen, trivia. It has a number.
No, don't have that.
Ah,
Whether it's because it's you're hosting it and I'm not seeing that, I don't know. Because my
possibly. Yeah.
mine's just got my YouTube symbol with like a link kind of symbol next to it.
Okay. So I'm looking on the top left-hand corner where it has live and the amount of minutes, hours you've gone
I can
live.
see the amount of minutes, but no, there's no other number.
Okay.
Yep, must be a host thing then. Right. If you want to play trivia, put it in the chats. Let us know you're there. There's no point in playing with one or two. So let's get involved. Unless you just want to play, if there's just one person lingering in the chat and you want to play, I can answer the questions. That's not a problem. I don't know how good the questions are. You know, this is just just a quick thing that I picked up and I thought it'd be quite fun to do on the next live stream. So if anybody's up for it, I can get them cards out. I just need to find them. There we are. I was really hoping that pen would sort of make an appearance as I was doing things. It's not.
It'll be in the most random place.
Yes. So I'm going to give my hands a rest just for a minute then, whilst I do some trivia, because I can feel the cramps coming in on my fingers. And I've got to apologise as well. I normally have really nice nails on, and I don't know if anybody can see that. I'm trying to grow them back out because it's ridged all the way in and really made a mess of my nails. So, yeah, I'm giving them a break for a bit and putting some strengthener on and things like that. I'd normally have to wear false nails because my iron levels are so low. My nails are so brittle. My hair is really brittle.
Yeah.
I'm on iron infusions now, so that has made a bit of a difference. So I was just hoping that now I'm on the iron infusions that maybe my nails might get a bit thicker. So I wanted to give them a go on their own rather than having them covered up all the time.
Yeah, hope so.
So this is trivia fun, and it's for adults and children.
Cool. We've got Azuka, Barbara, who says, "Hi, Mouse, I am to show some love and support." Sorry, my voice went. Here to show some love and support. Thank you.
Sorry, did you say Brenda?
Barbara.
Barbara. Welcome in, Barbara. I'm Stacey from Create and Relate. I'm just about to give my hands a bit of a break from the diamond painting, and I was going to continue. But I did pick up this little box of trivia fun, so I thought we could have a bit of a go with that if everybody's up for it. So on these cards, there is two sides. One's a big brainiacs and one's a little brainiac. So I'm gonna try and do the big brainiacs just because we are all, hopefully, I think we're all adults in here. So hopefully we should be able to do some brainiacs.
So Barbara is in Italy, and I'm not sure how well her English is. You might be able to tell me. If I was French or English, I mean French or Italian or Spanish. Is English generally spoken? Like, do most people know it, or?
I used to know some Spanish. In fact, I used to live in Spain. But when you don't use it, you lose it, and that's definitely a thing. But saying that, there was an incident last week when a couple of weeks ago actually, I took my son to Costco, and there was this fella there talking in Spanish at my son, And I knew exactly what he was saying. I was able to answer him back. He wasn't talking very nice, but it just sort of rolled off my tongue. And when I sat back and thought about it, I knew exactly what I'd said, but I couldn't remember how to do it again. It was just in that moment I knew exactly what to say, and I knew what he was saying. It was just really weird and random. English is okay with you. Well, that's good. Let's start. So the first one, can everybody hear me okay on the microphone? I'm not making any weird noises or anything like that. What major tourist attraction is found on the Yamuna River in India? Let's see if we can sort of put it on camera as well in case I pronounce anything wrong. So I've covered up the other I've just shown you the answer. Don't look at that bit. Right. So what major tourist attraction is found on the Yamuna River in India?
I can only think Taj Mahal, but it's probably not on a river.
I'm just waiting to see if anybody in chat wants to answer.
No.
Nope. Well, Mel, you are correct. It is the Taj Mahal.
Oh, awesome. And I didn't see the answer.
I believe
so I'm
you.
looking down.
Okay, question 2. In which film did Jack Nicholson play fictional US President James Dale? I've seen this film, but I don't know it.
Oh. I know.
You know.
Anybody going to answer? Is anyone going to answer in the chat? I'm pretty sure I know. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure because she said fictional, right?
Yeah,
There's different colours. There's different colours in here in my tray. That's weird. Must have been like. Have you found that you get 1 or 2 drills that are different colour?
I haven't yet. No.
Oh, this is the second pack. I've had different colours come out.
Right.
Is that different?
Yeah. I've done it where I've left 1 or 2 in from a previous go, but I've never actually had any come out themselves.
Is it Mars Attacks?
Correct.
Yeah.
You're too good at this.
No, I'm not actually.
Well, you got 2 out of 2 now, so that's 100%. How many hurdles must each athlete clear in a 400-meter hurdle race?
Ooh. Pass. Too many.
I don't think we've got many people in the chat enough to...
No, I think they've gone.
I'm still going to ask the questions because...
They're probably a bit in and out.
Yeah, I'm going to, because it's giving my hands a little bit of a rest whilst I'm asking the questions and still keeping the live going at least. And if anybody wants to jump in at any point, they're welcome to then.
Yeah.
So in a 400
I'm going to say 4. I'm going to say 4, but it might actually be more.
More would be correct.
6 or 8.
10.
Oh gosh, they're quite close. They're quite close together.
Yeah.
No wonder I was never any good at it.
The last time I remember doing hurdles in high school, I ended up getting a massive whack on the shin and having this bruise there for about 2 weeks.
Oh yeah.
Nice big bruise and a gash across the side of it. So, I don't have the best memories with hurdles. I just didn't jump high enough, and I don't even think they're full height, are they, at school? So I don't know. Okay. Who won the TV show American Idol in 2002?
Um, I can't think of if I actually watched it. But can we have a clue? Is it a woman?
Female, yeah.
Is it? I can't think of her name. The older woman.
Yeah, she was quite young from what I remember.
No,
I think
young
she's
then.
still,
No,
I think
I
she's
don't
still
know.
quite famous now, actually. She's definitely not been one of the flash pan kind of girls.
We have an answer in the chat.
And the answer's correct. Welcome, Defam. Well done.
Well done.
Okay, question 5. In which city would you find the Liberty Bell, the symbol of American independence? Next time I do something like this, I'm going to have a countdown timer set up and a timeout.
I can't use the delay as an excuse. Billy, there you go. We'll have the
That was a straight up guess. You got it right, Defam.
yeah.
Philly. Yep. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Well done. I am sorry I can barely hear here because I'm watching a movie right now with hubby. That's no problem. We're happy with you lurking in the background.
Yeah.
Appreciate you being here.
Thank you.
Okay, we are now on question 6. Where in the human body is your soleus muscle? Okay, I'm start there. Soleus muscle.
Don't know if I've ever heard that.
I need to check if I'm right because I know this one, but I just wanted to make sure it is the actual right answer.
Yep.
Yeah, a bit of a history on me.
I'm gonna say foot.
The foot. You're at the right end of the body.
Okay.
It's actually another name for a calf muscle.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Did not know that. And I use my calves all the time. Solace. I'm not very good with physiology, anatomy.
Before I got issues with my physical health, I was actually an exercise to music like instructor. I'd done all the personal training and everything like that. So I had to pass quite a few tests and exams and stuff about the human body. I've forgot quite a lot of it, but certain things sort of sit in the background. Just looking at the little brainiac side, how many legs does a butterfly have? Oh. So 6 legs on a butterfly.
6.
And which castle in Berkshire is a resident of the Queen Elizabeth II? Obviously, this was before she passed.
Pass. I do not know.
Windsor Castle.
Windsor. Oh, yep.
And question 3. A thermometer is used to measure what?
Temperature.
Yay!
I'm at a bit of a. We've got no clue from Japan.
Yeah, the children. So it might be worth me asking the questions for the children first to get our brains working.
I'm at a bit of an advantage because I can speak the answer rather than typing it. So
true. Yeah, maybe we should.
I will watch the chat in case Defam wants to answer. Zuka can hardly hear, but she is running the streams. Thank you.
How many horns did the Triceratops have? Just a quick
No
question,
answer to
Mel.
fam.
I'm okay
Yep.
for time and stuff tonight, so this all depends on how long you can go for. So, I'll go as long as you're doing. So if you just give us an idea of like how long and stuff like that. Okay,
I'm okay to stay on for a little bit longer.
Yep, that's great with me.
Okay, ladies, weather is getting bad here, so I need to get off the computer. Oh.
Well,
Okay, Ron, thank you very much for
Thanks for dropping in.
helping entertain us. I might be able to move into the bedroom soon.
Oh, that'll be good for you.
Sounds like hubby is waking up.
Jessie, we're doing a bit of trivia if you fancy getting involved. We have two sides of these cards. One is little brainiacs and one is big brainiacs. So the little ones are generally aimed at children, but some of them are still being a little bit tricky. So I'm going to ask both sides just to see what they think. So this next one is, how many horns did a triceratops? I can't even say any words today. It's not coming out right. Triceratops have.
So I am still here. My husband just came through coughing.
That's okay.
Yeah, he's not very well.
Bless him, he's still getting up for work.
Day off today.
Day off. Okay.
Yeah.
So Triceratops has how many would you say, Mel? Because I think anybody that was in the chat in the background.
I'm gonna say 3.
Yay! Name's in the question, really, doesn't it, with the try?
Yeah. It's like, oh, I should know this. My son loved dinosaurs.
What is the name of the fast food restaurant where SpongeBob SquarePants works?
Oh, goodness. I should know that one too.
Love people screaming at the screens when they do this on the playback.
Yeah. My brain's not working. Salty something. What was the little plankton character? It was his shop, wasn't it?
No, it was his competitor.
Oh, that's right. That was the competitor. Squidleys. Jeez, I cannot remember it.
Don't forget, it's early in the morning there for you, Mel.
It is.
And I'm at an advantage because I've got the answers in front of me, but I do know this one. Answer is the Krusty Krab.
Yeah, you're so right.
You remember?
I said that, didn't I?
No, you said the salty something. Oh, he sounds really poorly.
He does, yeah. And he's in the bathroom, like you can still hear him.
Oh.
We have a small house.
Right.
I'm going to move.
Yeah,
so
no
I
problem.
can free up
some time and painting for now, so that we can. If anybody's watching on the replay, at least they have that on the go.
Something to look at.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. It won't be long.
No problem. So I'm on D. I think I've run out of the. Oh, there we go. My hands had a little break, and I'm hoping I would have hoped to have found my little pen that I've lost, but these little squidgy foam things are doing better than holding the actual pencil, so that's good. I just no clue where I could have put it. I just want to try and see if I can put some music on in the background. If that's possible. No, I'll wait till Mel comes back to do that so that she can still be doing the diamond painting whilst I'm trying to sort that out. Pen that I have because I can place more than one diamond down at a time. I will have a live stream set up over the next week or so where I will be doing a Harry Styles diamond painting. Only this one has the actual crystal gems in it as well, so you get quite a lot of sparkle on that. That'll be coming up in the next week or so, depending on when I can do a live stream next. I think that'll be quite an interesting one. Doing that, so I pass that on to my daughter because she's absolutely mad over Harry Styles. I went to see him last year in concert, last year, the year before in concert, and it was a pretty good show. She had a really good time. We had a really good time.
My angle is not the same this time.
That's okay.
And my breakfast, I've not even really eaten. Do you need to have a break, Stacey? Do you need to go to the
Yep, I'm going to go to the
ladies'
loo
room?
and then hopefully when I get back, I should be able to set up some background music as well. I just need to see if it will come through, but I'll do that when I get back. So yeah, I'm just going to nip to the toilet. I'll need to make sure I can turn my microphone off, so just give me 1 sec. I'm sure you don't want to hear me.
Ooh, it's actually really cold in my bedroom.
It's really warm at the back of the house here, so not too bad.
So no wonder my husband woke up coughing. It's cold. Yeah, it's gonna find my socks. I've got cold feet in here. Where was I? Did we want music? I heard music. So
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
I don't know where my microphone button's gone then.
Oh dear.
Let me see if I can do it through. I think StreamYard might be stopping me. Right, can you?
No, you're on mute now. You're on mute, Stacey. I don't think she can hear me. Maybe she's going to have a break. Yep, she's going to have a break. GB. Jessie, I'm not sure if you're still there, but I just put some music on. It might be too loud, but let's see. I'll adjust it. Oh, too quiet. Trouble is, I have to go out of the chat to put more music on when it stops. It's StreamYard is crazy like that. It has all these different tabs, but you can't put more than one tab on at once as well. I don't know how other streamers manage controlling the chat, the videos, and their sounds. I think I have put all of, no, it's F. No more nines? I think I've got all the nines on there. Oh, need some scissors. Been live for 2 hours. A few technical issues. But we have got there. I'm not sure if Jessie, if you're still here. You are. Thank you. I bought this little container. Oh, I wonder what that's for. Actually, that would be quite good to put. No, it's still crinkly though. Still very crinkly. So I've got these little containers that I've got at a local store to put my drills in because I couldn't wait for Temu. Yeah, they're cute. But I'm going to need to label them. Can't get the lid on properly though. Okay, so that is 9. Remember, that is 9. Oh, I didn't bring the scissors in. How am I going to open that? 1 second, I'll be back. Right, I am back. Scissors. So we can try number 10. I did like the idea that Stacey had of just starting in a corner, but then, yeah, having all of these filled up with the colours would be good. So I could put 10 in there. So I was watching Carly, one of her videos, Carly Girl, and she's a diamond artist. And on her desk, or her workspace, she had a big, massive container with lots of little pots. So she's very organised. But of course, this is my first one, so yeah, that's what it is. And I'm going to build up all my kit as I go. Those in there. I'm going to fill up the others later, I think. And I've got a 2 in there. I could put 2 in there. Do that now. I just left. Right, and that's left over 9. I just left all the other packets on the kitchen table, but I'll get back to that. Number 2. I must have the music on loop. Perhaps I have. It doesn't seem to have stopped. Yeah, I do. What is the time? I'm just thinking, is Tuba Chat on today? Because I haven't even checked my calendar and Kevin's schedule. It's quite possible, and I may not be participating today. So that was 2, so I'm going to put it in order. That is 2. If I had sellotape here, I could just cut that out. Right, I am trying to cut this. So I will sellotape that onto there, and then we'll know. That was my method to my madness. 8.
I'm back.
You're back!
Sorry, I thought I'd go and get myself a drink whilst it was
That's okay.
quiet. Yeah, Tuba Chat is live. It's probably where everybody's
Yeah, I was thinking that, and I was thinking maybe I can open up Tuba Chat, but just.
I was wondering.
Do you want to join? Do you want to jump in it, or?
I can jump in at any time, so whenever it's best for you, really, I'm quite open. But
Yeah.
I could always send them a message through there to see if anybody could have it up 2 screens on at once, so at least we sort of got the support from some of them.
Yeah. I was just saying I just haven't checked Tuba Chat's schedule this weekend, so I was like thinking, yeah, it's probably Tuba Chat is on. I always like to support.
Yeah, I do like going on there, obviously, to support everybody else and everybody that's coming in. So, but the last couple of times they've moved it around quite a lot, so the timing's always been different. So you can't really get
Yeah.
So are you working today, or is it just your husband?
It is. No, it is Sunday today, so I'm not working.
Oh, sorry, yes.
That's okay.
It's bad enough with the time difference. It's a day difference, really, isn't it, with us?
Yeah. So good. I was just saying I got this kit little tray that's got little pots in it. So I'm just gonna fill some of them with my drills that I've got here.
I got something similar again from Temu. It's these little Tic Tac boxes that you can set them all in and stick your own little stick in. So yeah, they're becoming useful for the bigger ones, for definitely.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, I haven't ordered a kit box off Temu yet, but this was about $8.
That's not
so
bad.
It's like, yep, and I don't have to wait.
That's cheaper than a block of butter for you, isn't it?
Oh, it is.
Jeez,
Yes.
I couldn't imagine paying that much for butter.
I know.
We can get it for probably about £1.
Oh, it's a crime, really. It is a crime. We grow cows, we make milk here, and we can ship it and sell it overseas cheaper than what
you get it yourself. Yeah. It is ridiculous. Is that like a recent thing that's happened, or is that?
No, it's like inflation, but it has increased a little bit each year for many years.
They must think you're thick. You eventually.
Yeah.
yourselves, aren't you? If you're going to find a way to have it, you're going to make it yourselves.
Yep.
I didn't even know you could make it yourself at home, to be honest, until I saw your video. So
Yeah.
it's not worth me doing because obviously we can get it quite cheap here. But if I was in the same situation, then definitely I would be buying it. I would be making it as well.
Yeah.
It's really expensive. But the collab seems pretty fun that you've done with the cooking. I just don't think I've been asked myself to do it, but I just don't think I'd have the capabilities of doing. I'd have to have my daughter doing a lot with me, and she will go nowhere near a camera. So I don't think it'd work because I need help with certain things in the kit. We all help each other. They can't do a lot of things because of their difficulties with autism, and I can't do a lot of things because I'm physically disabled. So we all have to work as best we can. Well, me and my daughter does. My son's a typical teenage lad where he doesn't want to do anything, but yeah, that's another story.
Yeah.
Just observation. It might be. I don't know if you can on StreamYard whether you can actually lower your microphone sound. If it sounds like it's peaking quite a lot.
I think is that the adjustment auto adjust mic. Is that
possibly.
the setting? There you go.
I don't really use StreamYard much myself, so
I'll go reduce background noise because I've got my heater on. The bedroom is really cold. I came in here and was like, what? No wonder my husband's coughing. Hi Dora, if you're still here, Explorer Dora 80 has come in. And Dora have you connected? Have you met Dora? She
I haven't,
is Australian and has a mission to travel to 80 countries.
Wow.
So she does a lot of travel. And I was just
on a name.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. She's been to maybe 50 or 60 already.
Wow.
Yeah, she is a relatively new YouTuber, I think. So she's learning the ropes as well with us. And I was just on one of her lives like really late last night.
Yeah.
Because we're 2 hours ahead of her. And I mean 9 o'clock for her is quite late to go for a live, but
yeah, I've done really late on myself. I've done a collab with somebody else for a birthday celebration that they was doing, and it ended up being 3 o'clock in the morning for me.
Oh gosh.
Because they was going live at a certain time. Anyway, they ended up finishing the stream a lot earlier due to medical reasons of their own. But we was on there for a couple of hours, so obviously it was like 5 o'clock in the morning by the time I'd finished. And then my son got up at 6, so there was no sleep for me that night.
Yeah.
The commitments we make for YouTube, and they don't even pay us back by pushing our channels out.
No. I have to do early starts at work occasionally. So I'm kind of used to getting up at stupid hours, but I'm not sure if I'll do a live at that time.
Yeah, it was a bit of it did knock me off for a couple of days, to be honest, but with it being like a birthday celebration, it was just something that I said yes to months prior to that. So yeah, obviously I always stick to what I can do.
Yeah. And Dora says Thanks for joining on to my live. So Dora did a live about her trip to Samoa, one of the Pacific islands here. It's pretty close to New Zealand and Australia. I'd love to go there. So she talked about it. I didn't watch the whole live, but I will at some point today just catch up on what I missed.
Yeah. Nuno, welcome in, Nuno, Plastic Alchemist.
Hi.
Great for you to join us. I've got Mel with me on the stage for diamond painting today. We're just having a chat with the people who are popping in and out. We're doing a bit of trivia. We're doing a bit of diamond painting. And yeah, we're seeing how everything's going on. How are you today? And we've got Exploradora saying, Mel, you have to go to Samoa. You're so close.
Yeah. It is one of the islands that I would prefer to go to. Dora was saying that Fiji is a popular one. One of my cousins is married to a Fijian Indian.
Okay.
And she's lovely. But so they got married there. And I was like, yeah, I'd love to go to Fiji. But she said don't go to the main island, like go to the little islands.
All right.
Of Fiji, like, because you'd enjoy it much more. But and my father-in-law has gone to Rarotonga a lot. He really loves it there, which Rarotonga has a few little small islands as part of the country, and I think Samoa and Rarotonga are definitely on the to-do list.
Yeah. And let's have a look. We've got a few people coming up in chat. Doing very well, thank you. Trying to finish some paintwork. I've got a work in progress, haven't we? There's always something going on. And Exploradora is saying, is it cheap to fly? I'm presuming to the islands that you've been talking about.
Yeah, you have to get on the specials, and unfortunately the specials are usually they're not when it's the school holidays, unfortunately.
Yeah. Something we have to battle with as parents, isn't it, the school holidays?
Yeah. I mean, I know a lot of people that travel during the school holidays with their children, but I've never been that kind of parent. I'm like, you need to be
welfare.
Doing your schooling. But yeah, it's my daughter's last year at high school this year.
I went through that not long ago.
Yeah.
And then we have trash bag fashion lover. Welcome in. Saying hello. I don't know what it is. I try and read something and all different words get jumbled together. I know what I'm trying to say, but they don't actually come out of my mouth that way, so apologies. Yeah. Let's try that again. Trash bag fashion lover. Welcome in. And also, is there a link for Mel's channel? Can you pop that back into the chat? We have Nuno who'd like to follow you there. And then ever wear a bin bag or carry a bag as an outfit before? My daughter has. She made herself a nice little mini skirt and mini crop top when she was younger, which was quite revealing, so she never went out of the house in it. So yeah, she's done all that type of stuff in the past. So, but no, not myself. I've never wore a bin bag or a carrier bag.
Trash bag is on my channel. Okay, so I need to link your channel onto my channel.
Yeah, if you can connect, and then obviously I will show support the opposite way.
Now, here we go, trash bag. I'm pasting, hopefully. This is Stacey's. I hope.
Exploradora. Yes, school holidays are very expensive. Definitely.
I know.
And Jaden,
I haven't
welcome
pasted.
in. Thank you for joining us, Jaden.
Hi, Jaden.
Diamond Peyton, and we're having a bit of a chat. There's a 12-hour difference between the two collabs. I'm over in the UK and Mel's over in New Zealand, so there's a 12-hour gap between us. So what time is it here? It is 10:25 here in the UK in the evening, and obviously that's 12 hours prior to that for Mel. So Mel's just popped a few comments there in the chat. So she's popped her own in there, which is her channel, link to her channel, and she's also been kind enough to pop mine in there at the bottom. And
I'm going to just
I made in a Halloween plastic bag outfit. Ooh. How are you today, Jaden? Did you see us go live, or did you have us on notifications? How did people find us today? Because I had some technical difficulties at the beginning.
Yeah.
And I had to restream again, so it'd be quite interesting to find out how people sort of found the live today, because we didn't think it was going to go ahead at some point, or I didn't anyway, because it was just one thing after another. But at least we're here and we're done. So it'd be nice to know how you found the channel. I'm sure Mel's went quite straightforward, but mine never does. I'm just thinking, while we've got a few people in, whether I should grab them trivia cards again. Anybody
That'd be good.
Yeah.
So Jaden's been great in joining most of my lives recently. I really appreciate that. Yeah. And we've got Henry Leslie, Vermont.
Hi, Henry. Welcome in. We are hoping to do, I'm going to give my hands a little bit of a break like earlier, and I've got some trivia cards here that I picked up at our local charity store, and we did this a bit earlier on, so I need to make sure I'm not repeating the same questions. So let me find a card that we've not touched yet.
Yeah, I'm still in my dressing gown.
Not to blurt out the answer and give you guys in chat a chance to answer first. Mel seems to be very good at this game up to now, so yeah, we'll give everybody a try first. Andy, welcome in, lovely. How are you today?
Hi, Andy.
We're going to do a bit of trivia, Andy, if you're up for it.
Totally didn't realise the time clash with Tuber Chat as well, which, I mean, I know people, you know, need to find their time to go live, but at least we did start before.
Yeah.
Yeah. We can't be everywhere all at once, can we?
And Trash Bag Fashion Lover says, I am trying to make wearing a bin bag and carrier bags made of plastic mainstream fashion by word of mouth, and I hope everybody tries.
Awesome.
A few bin bags for my...
Yeah. My daughter loves upcycling and she does wearable art. So it's a big thing here in New Zealand to make costumes out of recycled items, or we had one locally which she's entered in a couple of times, and her first dress she made out of cardboard they're not recyclable, coffee cups that we collected from a cafe, and coffee bean sacks. and her second dress, which unfortunately COVID happened, and there were some issues around the timing of it, etc. And she made that one out of aluminium cans, drinking cans, and tear tabs. So she made chainmail out of the tear tabs.
Wow.
Yeah, it was fun. Sorry, now back to the trivia.
That's okay. So we have which American? Oh, I've got to say before we start that Andy's very good at these trivia games. So
Yeah.
we'll see. Which American rapper's real name is James Smith? If the answer was Diddy Exploradora, I wouldn't even read the question. And Crafty's got the answer. Well done, Mandy. It's LL. God, I can't do it today. LL
Cool.
I'm having to break it up into syllables because my mouth just isn't saying what my brain wants it to. Okay. Next,
I'm gonna eat something.
What is the name of the oil produced by human skin?
You reminded me to put moisturizer on.
I'm just putting it bigger just in case I pronounce anything different to how somebody else says it. I'm trying to cover the answers up.
I've got no idea. Skin oil. I like that one. Skin oil.
Skin oil. No idea. Sebum.
Sebum. Yep.
Apologies about my nails today. I'm giving them a break. I normally have nice nails on, and these look absolutely shocking on camera, so I do apologise. Okay, when did Australia celebrate bicentenary? Well, sorry, celebrate its bicentenary.
Dora, do you know that one?
And Trash Bag Fashion Lover says, while we play trivia game, will you wear a bin bag now? Well, I'm currently sat in my bedroom inside a wardrobe streaming this live, so my kitchen's nowhere near me where my bin bags are. So so we have a guess of 1988, which is absolutely correct. Well done.
Yay!
I'm going to have to start getting some little sound effects and things going on, some claps and things next time we do anything like this. What do entomologists study? Can you see that on the screen? I'm not sure if my light's making that difficult to see. Hopefully that's clearer. We have a guess of skin. Nope, that's not correct. I have to double check it then.
Culture. No, that's something else. Is this a medical profession?
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Yes, nothing to
Diamond
do with
art.
nothing to do with the human body.
Diamond art.
And we have a sort of a round winner there with
Bugs.
Andy. Bugs. It's like insects.
Bugs.
So yeah, we will accept insects.
Yeah.
We will accept bugs. And we have, is any James Bond fans out there? Sure, there's a few. What was the first James Bond film to star Dame Judi Dench as the character M?
Oh. I need to brush up on my James Bond movies.
I'm not a lover, to be honest.
Goldfinger. Was that one of them?
It's not the answer.
But it's not the answer. It is one of them, isn't it? But
yeah.
It's probably a little bit too old. Depends what age she was when she was in it.
Well, if I give you the year was 1995.
Oh. No.
Well, you enjoy your breakfast, Exploradora, Brent. I've got mixed up again. Did you
Oh,
say
good.
Brenda?
Good to see you, Dora. Thank you. Enjoy your breakfast.
GoldenEye is correct with Trash Bag Fashion Lover. Well done. And we have, which island is also called the Republic of China?
Island.
Ooh.
It's an island near China.
Yep, we have an answer
Think
there.
of Taiwan, but Taiwan, yeah.
And Crafty Witch as Andy.
It's close to Taiwan's close to Japan as well, so I was a little bit unsure. It's definitely Taiwan.
See, I've already mixed these cards up. Let me put them to one side so we don't read the same ones. Okay. Which Caribbean island would you be in if you landed at Sangster International Airport? Let me try that again. On which Caribbean island would you be if you landed at Sangster International Airport?
I don't know my Caribbean islands.
I've figured out that I need to travel more.
Haiti, is that Caribbean? I don't know. Haiti's Haiti, is that right?
No.
Nope. Dora would know this one.
Yeah, we need Dora back. Any last guesses? It's Jamaica.
Jamaica.
Jamaica. Did Jamaica do that? Shirley Bassey's hit Big Spender come from which musical?
I love that song.
Yeah, Big Spender.
Cabaret or something. Not good with my Broadway.
I know the song, but I've never heard of. Actually, have I heard of the film? Yeah, I've heard of it, but it must be an old one because it's something that I've heard, but not very often. Shopaholic. Are you talking about me there, Amber? It's not shopaholic. That's wrong.
Good answer, though.
I think she's just talking about me. Yep, I can repeat the question. Shirley Bassey's hit Big Spender come from which musical? Mary Poppins.
Hey, big spender. I don't know.
Answer is Sweet Charity.
No.
I've heard it.
Hang on, have I even watched that?
Okay. An apogee is the most distant point of an object's orbit from what?
The sun.
Nope, it's not the sun.
Space. Universe.
It's not nucleus, no. It's not the moon. You're going to kick yourself when you hear it. Ready for the answer?
I think so.
It's the Earth. Question 4. After humans, which land mammal lives the longest?
Elephant.
And
Turtle.
Mel's correct. It is elephant, indeed. Question 5. First, for God's sake. Stacey, start again, put your teeth in. The first human heart transplant was carried out in which country? It's not the USA. It's not China. It's not New Zealand. It's not the UK. These are all the ones that I would have guessed as well. Russia? Nope, not Russia. Not Switzerland either. Answer. South Africa. Andy's just got in there. South Africa. I think Andy must be multitasking again. I guarantee she is on Tuber Chats live. am running more than one screen at a time. Okay. What colour is the cross on the Swedish flag? Yes. Watching tuber chat and crocheting and watching you sounds like my nights. It's not blue. Well, it's not on this answer anyway. What colour is the cross of the Swedish flag? I thought blue at first when I read it, but it's not. According to this card, it ain't. It's not white. I thought it was blue, but according to this card, it's not. And they haven't really got a device to actually Google it to find out if it's correct or not. 6 Bows is in the house. Welcome in. The answer is yellow. I don't know if anybody's able to Google that, because I thought it was red as well. But I've been wrong plenty of times in the past. Anyone in the chat besides me wearing a bin bag as an outfit now? No, what colour's your bin bag? Are we going for a nice innocent white number, or are you in a black one?
Yeah.
Okay, number 2. Who created the fictional character Paddington Bear? Oh, she's being risque and is in a black bin bag. Sorry, I had to read that twice then. Gladband. Oh, Gladbrand.
Oh, glad. So you got the premium trash bags.
I've never heard of Gladbrand.
What country are you in, trash bag? Fashion lover? Ever you would like this person. I was just telling them about your wearable
She's
arts.
halfway there. She's living on a prayer. It is Michael something.
It was yellow. USA.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to Google that later because that's fried my brain a bit.
Yeah.
Yes, Michael Bond is correct with 6 Bows is back.
Nah, I'll probably just finish with this one.
Number 3. What is the currency of Ecuador?
Currency of Ecuador. Pesos or something like that? Am I wrong country?
Yeah. Nope, it's not the peso.
Dollar.
Sorry, what did you say then?
I see dollar.
Yep, it's the
American
US
dollar.
Yep, American dollar. I love Paddington. He has a place in my life story. Well, everybody's got someone who's in a life story. Therefore, that's why you got it correct. So he was in your life for a good reason to get that answer right. Okay. Who were considered the 3 most well-known members of the Rat Pack? So there's 3 people.
Rat Pack. Do you know what the Rat Pack is? It a TV show or a band or?
Yeah. Well, it was a group of.
They sound like a ska band. Or...
I know 2 of these. And they are quite. Oh, there we go. Yeah, we've got some answers and all coming in. Frank Sinatra.
Sinatra. Yeah.
Frank Sinatra
Jazz.
is one of them.
Jazz.
Sammy Davis Jr. is another one. And the other one I've heard of, but I don't really know much about. Anybody think they might be able to get number 3? Well done, Andy.
Yeah.
I need a round of applause kind of clip. I'm going to get that downloaded for next time I do anything like this. I'll get a round of applause.
Yeah.
Sound. Well, another anatomical one. Let's have a look. What is the scapula more commonly known as? Easy if you know the answer.
Oh, I know. I think I know.
And
I'm just
Andy's
gonna
in
go
there
skull.
again. Shoulder blade.
Oh, she's
Yep,
got
shoulder
it.
blade. Yep. Oh, it's not the shoulder blade. Sorry, that's my fault. It's not the shoulder blade. It's part of the shoulder-ish.
Oh,
Sorry, I saw the word shoulder and I just clicked it. Yep, that's it, but it's not. It's not the jaw, no.
shoulder.
Or that kind of area. Yeah, Andy mentioned she's multitasking, Mel. She's watching
Yeah,
YouTube,
yeah,
watching here,
yeah.
and crocheting. So 3 for her.
Well, Andy wins. Andy wins all round there. She can multitask.
Right, I am completely and totally wrong here. I'm not a very good quiz master here, am I? Sorry. It is the shoulder blade. For some reason,
Yeah.
my brain went into collarbone.
Oh,
Scapula.
yep.
Right, in future, just read the answers rather than guess them yourself, Stacey. Okay, let's try this one. Which Kardashian sister is the oldest?
Oh, I only know one name.
I don't know them very well, to be honest. I never really got into that whole reality
My
TV.
daughter will know this, and she does a very good accent for the Kardashians. Her and her best friend will sit down and they will talk to each other in these accents.
It's not Chloe. I've never watched it
I'm
either.
thinking, yeah, Kim is it Kim?
It's not Kim. Not on the
Is
card.
there a Kim?
I think Kim's the mum. I think, but I
Oh,
I don't know
okay.
about
I
it.
never
So.
watched their show.
No, I don't know how they become that popular. To be honest, with most people I ask about it, none of them have watched it. I think it's definitely a younger generation kind of.
Yeah.
When it first come out, anyway. Then again, my two never got interested in it. Don't know the other one's name, but the one with all the kids. The answer is Courtney. Is that the one that you're after?
Courtney, yeah.
Doesn't she do makeup and stuff like that as well? She's got a makeup brand or something. I don't really know, to be honest. I'm just sort of.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. There's a couple of answers in this one. How many US states do the Rocky Mountains run through? And it gives you the answer of how many, and it also asks you to name each one.
Name them.
So, how many US states do the Rocky Mountains run through? It's not 4.
I would say 2, but I don't know.
It's not 2.
3?
Quite a few more, actually. Quite a few more.
I'd like to go on the train that goes through the Rockies.
It's not 9. There is
Wow.
7 in total.
Wow.
And Trash Bag Lover just got it right, just as I said it.
Yeah.
So now you're able to tell me which ones you think there is running through. So there's 7 different ones. I'm not going to have them on view because obviously I need to look at it myself. Live in Colorado, so 1. Yeah, Colorado's on there. You have to take note of how many you all get right. So use the winner out of 7.
I think we have an answer.
Where are we? Idaho. Yep, Idaho's on there. Montana, yep, that's on there. Utah, yes, that's on there. North Dakota. Nope, North Dakota's not on there. Dakota's not on there at all. What else have we got? Wyoming, yep, that's on there. Arizona's on there. Nevada. Nope, Nevada's not on there. New Mexico, yep, New Mexico's on there. Have we got them all there? Let me see. Arizona, we've said. Colorado, we've said. Idaho, we've said. Montana's been said. New Mexico, Utah, and Wyoming. Yep, you've all got them. So what we do as a collective group, you get every single answer right. So you'll have to mark how many you got yourself, because I can't go back through chat and look at it all. Because I know if I move something on my computer, it's just going to go off. Okay. Who were Nicole, Ashley, Kimberly, Melody, Jessica, and Carmit collectively known as? Nope, not Spice Girls.
No. How many names were there?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Gosh.
And I only
band.
know
It's a big band.
the first one, Nicole. Nicole's the one that I would say is the most famous now from that band. But not for the same reason, not for singing. Oh, I've just given half the thing away there, haven't I? That it is a band. Andy's got it right again. Pussycat Dolls is correct. Yeah, Nicole.
I didn't realise there were that many.
Yeah, Schwarzenegger or something. She does. I'm not sure if it's American X Factor or British. I don't know. But yeah, she does some of the judging from some of the shows of the X Factor. I'm not sure if that's the UK one or American because we watch both. Well, I would have got this answer wrong, but see if you can get it. From which country does the kiwi fruit originate?
I know.
Because I thought it was Australia.
Nope. Sorry, not wrong answer.
No, not now. I just didn't know it before. Yeah, I always thought it was either Australia or New Zealand, I would have thought, but nope, it's not Hawaii. Phantom's Pain, welcome in. We're doing a bit of trivia.
I do know the answer, but I'll let you know. I'll go through.
It's not Hawaii, it's not USA, and it's not New Zealand. So Phantom Pain has just bopped in there. He's got an art channel himself to pop in on his lives regular. I'm joined by Mel from Mel's Runs Things, who's doing some diamond art. I'm just having a bit of break from diamond art and doing some trivia if you like to join in. So no, it's not Brazil and it's not Congo. Yeah, Mel's actually doing pretty well with the diamond painting because this is the first one. So yeah, she is very quick with it.
I could be quicker if this wax wasn't so annoying. Like it keeps falling off.
Yeah, it might be worth looking at them other ones that I mentioned because it really does make a difference. And it also makes a difference how warm it is in the room as well.
Okay.
With the pink one, it really makes a difference, but the blue one tends to stay pretty consistent. Okay, the answer is. Do you want to give the answer?
Can I say it? Can I say it? Can I say it?
Yeah,
China.
You're right.
China.
I honestly thought it was Australia or New Zealand. That's what my first ones would have gone to.
You would think so because New Zealanders are known as Kiwis, but it's after our bird, our natural bird is a Kiwi.
Right.
Yeah, not after the fruit. But we do grow it here a lot.
Yeah, it's just something I've always associated with Australia. Now I know different. It's amazing when you sort of find something new out, whether it makes you start thinking of other things in different ways as well. What you might have thought you knew, you don't really know.
Yeah.
Okay. What part of Alfred Hitchcock's body was missing during surgery? Oh, sorry, due to surgery. Right, start again, Stacey. Sorry, guys. What part of Alfred Hitchcock's body was missing due to surgery?
Oh,
Jeez,
gosh.
I've not even had a glass of wine or anything yet. And by the way, before you think I'm drinking earlier in the day, I'm not. It's 11 o'clock at night here, so if I was to have a glass of wine on a Saturday night, it wouldn't be a bad thing.
It's getting late for you.
If you see Mel sat there with a glass of wine instead of a cup of tea or coffee, then there's a problem.
Yeah, and I'd be, definitely would be a problem because I don't drink alcohol.
I very rarely do, but I do have the odd one every so often. Okay, we have one guess. Toe, you might suck at trivia, Phantom's Pain, but you can always have a guess.
Yeah, for sure.
So I would break this down as how many people have surgeries on what body parts, and then see about something being missing there. Because obviously it wasn't something like major, because he had all his limbs and his head was still on his shoulders. So he didn't have his head wasn't missing. So it was belly button. Well done, Andy. Yep, he had his belly button missing.
Wow.
It's not something that we saw, so it's not something that you would go, he's definitely missing that part. Okay. Which one of the Bronte sisters was the youngest?
I'll just say Emily because it's all I can think.
I did a whole class on Hitchcock. Well, it served you right for tonight. It's not Emily.
No.
Sujith, welcome in. We're doing a bit of trivia if you want to join in. Six Bows says, I watched his old shows. Yeah, I know my mum and dad watched them. I think I might have seen them sort of on in the background, but I don't think I actually ever watched them myself. How many Bronte sisters was there? Does anybody know that? Because I haven't got a clue.
I think were there 3? And I don't remember their names quite clearly.
In the next live, will you wear a bin bag as an outfit?
No. Just saying, unless it is made into a beautiful dress. I just find wearing plastic doesn't breathe.
Yeah, it's very it's not very good for your skin, is it really?
No.
Okay, the answer was Anne.
Anne, right.
Who starred as the central character Jamal Malik in the movie Slumdog Millionaire?
Oh, I've watched that once. No, have I watched it? I don't know if I have watched it.
I think I have watched it, but it was a long while ago. And I think I've only ever seen it once. Well, I've got to go. Nice chatting. Oh, don't leave just because we're not having a...
Oh, sorry.
No.
Yeah.
I tell you what, I'll have a look at getting my daughter to make me an accessory of some kind out of a bin bag. How would that do? I couldn't wear something.
We have the biodegradable bin bags. Yeah. They might breathe better.
Well, thank you for joining us. We do appreciate you coming in and
Thank
popping
you.
in. Have a lovely day, guys. Okay, not sure, but that movie was wild. Yeah, from what I remember, it was. I don't remember a lot about it, but
yeah.
Okay, have a great day, trash bag lover. Dev Patel. Phantom's Pain. I've got to go. Have to get ready to go to work. Will you have a fantastic, awesome. Hopefully it's a fantastic day at work for you.
Fantastic.
And I will see you on the YouTube streets. Hope we have to go in for emergency overtime. Oh,
as long as you get paid for it. I don't get paid for overtime.
It's always something to think about. And you only get extra money, don't you, for overtime? So
yeah, I don't get paid extra. Sucks. That's okay.
Right, I've never heard of this dessert, so I'm going to have a go at pronouncing it. In which country would you find the Atacama dessert? Atacama dessert, sorry. So
I've not heard of that.
Atacama. I've not heard of it before.
That's good, Andy.
That's paid good. That's good. Yeah. So in which country would you find the Atacama dessert? I've never heard of it, like I said, so it's I would have guessed somewhere completely far away from where I am anyway.
I'm going to say Peru.
No, it's not Peru or Italy. Please have one more guess and then I won't reveal. So I'm just wondering whether, like you can see how many people are in the live on StreamYard, whether that is collective, whether that's like both channels.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
it collective?
It is. And I think France.
France.
I think most people are.
The answer is Chile.
Chile.
I don't know what
I was close. I was close.
I'll be Googling that later because I've not heard
of
it. Passerby, just stopping in to drop a like and say good day. How are you today, Create? I am doing okay. I'm here with the lovely Mel from Mel Runs Things. We started off doing some diamond painting. My hand's got a bit painful because I can't find the correct pen that I normally use. So I've been using this little thing to help me out. But started getting some cramps in my hands. So we're doing a bit of trivia if you'd like to join in. Okay, which annual 3-day music festival was created by Jane's Addiction singer Perry Farrell in 1991?
3-day. Coachella or something? No.
Well, I've got to say
Andy might know this.
And if anybody can spell it, you get an extra point. I've never heard of it at all in any way, shape, or form. Actually, I don't think I've even heard of Jane's Addiction.
Good band. Very
Yeah?
good.
No, I've never heard of them. I will have to make a note of that and have a listen later. Okay, I'm going to put the answer in more of a view because I have no idea where it actually is.
Yep.
Lollapalooza. Is that how you say it? Lollapalooza? Loza? I've never heard of it. Sorry, guys. I wouldn't know without using
American.
the Google machine.
It's an American one.
Right. Well, it's an interesting one. I don't know the answer, but I never knew it actually stood for something either. What does the acronym SCUBA stands for? So like scuba diving, that kind of thing? I didn't even know it stood for something. I thought it was just the name.
No.
This is one that even know or don't know, I think. Oh, I'm getting loads of notifications coming up. People going live. Block that out.
Popular time.
Now I can see. It was covering the chat. I've heard of Jane's Addiction and the Lollapalooza. Well done you, because I've never even heard of them. Obviously an American band, but I will have a listen later and see what they're like. Check them out.
Alternative, like punk, rock, kind of. Yeah.
I was into a bit of like punk rock and stuff in the 90s, so I'm quite surprised I've not heard of them. You know, not well into it, but you know, I knew quite a few. Didn't the singer started that festival though? It says that it was created by Jane's Addiction singer Perry Farrell.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I didn't know that. But...
Oh, he didn't know his singer,
I didn't.
Right?
Yeah, I didn't know he started it. But...
Okay, so SCUBA. Anybody know that it was an acronym? First of all,
no,
can
did not
guess
know.
what the words might be? No, okay. It stands for self-contained underwater breathing apparatus. Apparatus. I can't say that word. Apparatus. Yep, self-contained underwater breathing apparatus. I can't even say that word. It's not coming out.
There you go.
Who composed the famous musical Funny Face? You've heard
it's a woman?
of SCUBA. I didn't even know it stood for something. Sorry, what did you say, Sarah?
Is it a woman? Clue.
No,
Clue time.
Male. Male. It's a male, and I've not heard of him, but that doesn't mean much. Nope, not Barbara.
She was in it though.
Yeah, she was. I remember.
Yep.
Some films you completely forget about, don't you, until someone mentions something. But I have seen the film, but it was extremely long time ago. So who composed the famous musical Funny Face was George Gershwin. What part of your body does a Brannock device measure?
Part of your body.
Oh, right. I'm not going down the mind in the gutter stage. It's too early for now. Oh,
Oh, yeah. Your
does
heart.
Andy know? Does Andy know? It's not your heart, no. It's actually a physical measurement.
I like your blood pressure.
No, a physical, something that you'd actually
Oh,
measure.
physical.
Yeah.
Oh, oh,
Nope, it's not the head.
your knee.
Nope, it's not the knee.
Your thigh.
It is
Your ear.
your feet. It determines your shoe size.
Ah,
Well, they do say if you've got big feet, so I might have halfway been
yeah.
there. Right, let's see if I can pronounce some of this stuff first. So, apologies if I say it wrong, but who played Katniss Everdeen's mentor, Haymitch Abernethy, in the Hunger Game movies?
Oh, my daughter would get this.
I've seen a couple of them, but I never really got into it. But those who did really did. So, who played Katniss Everdeen's mentor, Haymitch Abernethy, in the Hunger Game movies? Yep, it is Woody Harrelson. Well done. Told you Andy's good at this.
Woody. My daughter just bought a box set of the Hunger Games
She
yesterday.
into them then.
Yeah.
I like Woody Harrelson in a few things. Didn't he play some kind of eccentric kind of coach or something like that? I don't really know the films that well, but I just remember him and this woman that dressed very strange.
Oh.
Okay. Where was tennis player Greg, I might even say this wrong as well, Vezuske born? Or Rus? Can you see that? Because I'm not doing very well with it. Rususke?
I will be guessing.
Yeah, I would have guessed as well, and it's not what I would have guessed. Have you guessed?
I'm going to say Poland.
That's what I would have guessed. It's not there.
Oh. Croatia.
Nope.
What else is like Russia or
You're saying all the ones that I would have said.
yeah, and it's not Finland, and it's not really a Finnish name.
It is Canada.
Canada.
In Montreal.
Right.
I should know this one, but I have no idea because, yeah, maths ain't good at the moment. Approximately how many grams are there in a pound?
I know. I think I know. I used to know, but Andy's still there. I'm not sure, but it's like 600 grams. Around that, 500, 600 grams.
I think we're running thin in the chat. Oh, no, there's passerby. About 480 grams. We're getting close.
Oh. Yeah.
Passerby is the closest up to now.
Yeah.
The answer is 450 grams.
Yeah.
Or, to be exact, it's 453.59227.
453. So, a pound of butter, the term, a pound of butter, we buy our butter here in New Zealand in 500-gram blocks.
Yeah, we do it.
But you still call it a pound of butter?
No, I've not heard of a pound of
No.
butter for a long time, to be honest. Yeah, we buy things in grams these days. The only thing that you
you're
wouldn't
more
do,
metric.
the only other thing that would sort of like go in pounds is like a pound of sugar or a 2 pound bag of sugar or something like that. But I think most of them are actually in grams these days. I thought I detected a kiwi. Yes,
You
that's my
did.
friend.
You did pass by. Oh.
Metric for the win. Haha.
Yep.
What was the name of Anne Hathaway's character in the movie Les Miserables?
Oh.
Do you know what? I don't even think I've seen it. I know what it is, and I've heard the musical and everything, but
I just have a really bad memory. I cannot remember.
Well, I was going to say it's early in the day for you, but it's not anymore, so you've not got that excuse.
Yes, no, but I still haven't had my breakfast.
True.
Or finished my tea. Oh, I'm on to another cup. My daughter made me a cup. But yeah. I need to eat.
And Andy's in there saying that she's forgot. Oh, well, we'll all have a brain fog moment together because I don't even know it anyway. It's fun time. Which I wouldn't have guessed in a million years, so there you go.
Yeah. But once you know, you know.
Yes. And this is one as well. If you know, you know. If you don't know, you definitely don't know it. And you probably wouldn't even guess it. Where would you find your pollux? And I said pollux with a P.
I know. Is it something you have, though? Or is it something that grows?
No, everybody has one. Well, they should have one. They
No,
generally
I don't know
grow
then.
in utero.
I don't know. And I'll be like, what? When you say the answer.
Go on, you tell me what you was going to guess.
I was going to say nose.
Everybody has a nose. It's
Yeah,
not a nose.
but they're in your nose. But it's a different word, isn't it? It's not the same.
Oh, you mean polyps with a P?
Yeah.
This is polyps with an X, yeah.
X. Yeah.
I get where you was coming from. It's not the chest.
I'm intrigued now.
Well, everybody would love all the creators would love this to happen on every single one of their videos. Give you a clue.
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up. Yep, it's on your hand. The pollux is your thumb.
Oh.
So we're all going to go away a bit smarter when we leave here if we can remember half of these things. Now, I don't know if Mel's going to jump straight in with this one or not, but how many active volcanoes are there in Australia?
Mm-hmm.
Three? No. His guess. That's a good guess, but no, it's not. I gave you the thumbs up while you were having technical difficulties. Well, thank you. I take you've been lurking in the background for a while and passing by. I do appreciate that. And yes, I had some technical difficulties. I had to do a completely new stream because it just wouldn't link up.
Yeah. I'm going to say there's no active volcanoes, but I might be wrong.
You will be correct.
Yeah.
There are no active volcanoes in Australia.
They're all in New Zealand.
Yes, so now we have to say give me a pollux. Yeah, I'm going to use that one. Everybody, give me a pollux.
Give me a pollux.
I can see some comments coming back from that one. Right. Hopefully, we all should know this one in this day and age. What does CPU stand for in computing?
Huh. Does the C stand for computer,
No.
but the P is processing?
Yep. There we go. Passerby's in there.
Yeah, unit.
Perfect answer.
So it's central. Okay. I knew the other two. I was like,
Unit. What he said.
what he said.
But then again, I did study computers at college, so maybe it's just one of the things that I knew and just thought everybody might know. With everybody using computers these days, I suppose. I don't know. Okay, any fans of Russell Crowe?
No, kind of.
Russell Crowe received an Oscar in 2000 for his role in which movie?
What year? Sorry?
2000.
Oh,
The volcano one for me. I was scratching my head why I'd never heard of one. Haha. Yeah, that's why you've never heard of one.
Gladiator.
Gladiator. Yep. Well done, girls.
I read it. I didn't get it right. I was going to say A Beautiful Mind, but I think that was a bit later. He was in that one.
Russell Crowe for me is one of them actors that you see in films but you forget he's in. But the Gladiator is the only one that I remember that he's definitely in. So like I'll be watching a film and I'll go, oh, I recognise him. What's his name? And then eventually end up looking at the casting list and say, yeah, I know it's Russell Crowe. I just didn't line him up. Well, it is for me. I don't always go. If someone said to me, name 5 Russell Crowe films, I wouldn't be able to do it. But I've probably watched 10 or 15 of them. It's just, yeah. Yeah, it was Gladiator. Sorry, I think I might be saying the answers a little bit too quick because passerbys in there as well, so they got it right. Okay. Where would you find the Netherlands seat of government? Don't know. I would answer with the same question. Answer. Don't know. It is in The Hague. And I still don't know what that means, so in the capital. Who composed Water Music? So passerby knew that last one. I have no idea what it is. The fish, of course. Yep. Bubble, blubble, blubble, bubble. Accompanied by the bubbles. The answer is George. I thought it said Frederick then. It's not. It's Friedrich Handel. There we go. I think Mel might have nipped out of the room. Here we go. How many US states begin with the letter O? Yeah, Mel's having some technical issues. Yeah, Mel had to run things. Nope, 2 is not the right answer. Close. Can you name the 2 you're thinking of? Maybe the third one might pop in then. Oklahoma, yep, and Ohio, yep. One more. So there is 3 in total. Can you think what the other one might be? I'll be back grabbing a coffee. Great idea. Grab me one while you're there. Actually, no, I'd prefer a cup of tea. I've actually started reading The Nightbot in Mel's accent. Not running things very well. My phone went flat. Oh no. Oh, Cheez-Its. Or cheese and sprinkles. So the third one is Oregon. Now, this is one that I know Mel would answer because I know she likes Michael Jackson too. So, what is the name of Michael Jackson's posthumous 2014 album? Oh yeah, I have family there in Oregon. Yeah, must have just forgot about them for a few minutes. No, it's not dangerous that he was still alive then. So this one was after his death. Nope, not this is it. That was his last album whilst he was alive. It didn't do as well as I thought it would do. But everybody was on the fence at the time about everything that was going on. I think they just did it at the wrong time. No, I don't think ever sang any songs on an album called Cheez-Its. Although I think we should get together and do some music for an album for you, Andy, called Cheez-Its. You'll have to get a jingle sorted for your channel. No, not a greatest hits. Escape. And if you've not heard it, it's one of my daughter's favourite albums that he's done. It's well worth a listen, and I would say it was about 20 years too early, the music. The music is very now. So, oh no, about 15 years-ish. What are we in? It's 2025 now, isn't it? It's okay, 10 years ago. If it was brought out now, it would have done a lot better. It's a good, yeah, it's a good album, but very different to his original kind of music. Because obviously it was a lot of songs that he did and recorded in the past that wasn't released. Okay. The Game of Thrones is the first book in which series of novels by George R.R. Martin? And Mel's back! Did you manage to sort your battery out on your phone? Oh, she's on mute. I never really got into Game of Thrones as a book or a novel or anything like that. The movies are no. But I know it's very popular. Answer: A Song of Ice and Fire. I would never have guessed it, so yeah. These little ones on the back of the little brainiacs, which are pretty good. I'm just showing you that one, but maybe I might read them ones off the next one. Just to make things a little bit easier and see if we can get our little brains intact as well. Which sport, well, I may even say it right, it might help. Which storybook detective lives at 221B Baker Street in London, England? Wasn't the series called Game of Thrones? Yeah, I think so.
Just trying to
Yeah.
sort out my Bluetooth again. Sorry.
Okay, we can hear you, but we can see you as well. Yeah, Game of Thrones was apparently the first book. But the series and novels was A Song of Ice and Fire, and the series that I knew about was Game of Thrones, but what do I know? Ellen Smile, welcome in. Yes, the answer's right. It was Sherlock. We are on the easier stuff at the minute, Mel. Just to let you know, we're doing little brainiacs at the minute, and then we will be going back on the.
Awesome.
We're going to dust off some webs whilst we're here. In the ancient proverb, what does the early bird catch? I think they might be a bit easy. It's good to have a game with your kiddies, though. Yeah, the worm. What is an Academy Award of Merit more commonly known as? So Ellen Smile joined us whilst you was on mute.
Hi, Ellen.
So welcome in. Yeah, and Andy's in there again with Oscar. That's correct. Right, let's move to the big brainiac side. What is the capital of Sicily? I think Mel may have paused either that or she's got a very steady hand. So Ellen, if you're still there, I'm Stacey from Creating Me Late, and we're doing a bit of a collab today. We started off diamond painting. I couldn't find the pen that I normally use, which is a lot fatter than this, and my hand started cramping up. So I started doing some trivia not long ago. And Andy's having a brain fart.
I think my phone is having a brain fart.
Can join the club then. Yeah, she's running things again. So the capital of Sicily, any ideas? Okay, the answer is Palermo. I wouldn't have got it, to be honest, because I don't know many capital cities, again, capitals of places, that kind of area. How many seasons of Sex in the City was there? Yeah, no.
What are we up to? Did we get the answer to the...
Yeah, the answer was Palmero.
Palmero. Oh.
Make sure I'm pronouncing that right. Palermo. Sorry, that's my Palermo. Yeah. I'd never heard of the place, to be honest, but I've not even discovered that part of the world as yet. How many seasons of Sex in the City was there? That was the last question, sorry. And Andy's answered there with 6.
Yeah.
And she's absolutely correct. There were 6. Okay. What is the lowest female singing voice called?
Oh, I knew this. I knew it.
You knew more than me because I've never heard of this one.
My brain is like a bloody sieve.
2 movies and a spin-off. I take it you like Sex and the City. I don't think I've ever actually watched it. I know what it is and I've seen clips and other bits, but I don't think I've actually watched it as such. I know sort of like the baseline of characters and things like that, but not any more than that.
My phone keeps going on to lock because it's quite low in power.
Okay.
I might need to end it soon just so it can charge.
Yes, like I said, that is totally in your control when you want to finish the live, lovely. Like I said, I've got no responsibilities tonight. The kids are at the grandparents, so you know I'm just hanging out here until I go and get my glass of wine. I bought myself a glass of wine. Didn't buy myself a glass of wine. I bought myself a bottle of wine, which I'll only drink 1 glass of, and some chocolates. So that's what I'll be doing in a bit. I'll be doing that in a movie.
Nice. I'm just going to stand here and watch it.
For the night.
Nice.
The lowest singing voice is a contralto.
Yep, that's what I was told too, and I freaking forgot it.
Yeah, I've never heard of it.
Yeah.
Used to watch with mum and sis. Yeah, I'm not sure if it was just. I'm trying to think. When was it? Was it the 2000? Was it 90s or 2000s? Sex in the City. I'm not.
Say 2000s.
Is it? Yeah, because I mean, I moved over to Spain in 2008, so I didn't really watch much TV over there. Lived there for a short time. But yeah, I'm just wondering why I never watched it or got into it. I know the characters and the baseline of the story and things like that, but I don't really know. And if it was the late 90s, then I was probably drunk too much. I was late 90s. God, just I met my husband in 96. So I was out with my mates 96, 97 onwards. So yeah, probably going out having a nice time before things got serious. So, which planet? So we'll get to, if you want to, Mel, if we get to the end of this card, and then if you want to get off and sort your phone out, and then I can.
Yeah.
Yeah, happy with
Sounds
that?
good. Yeah.
Okay. Which planet was discovered by Urban Levere? I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that right. John Galley and John Couch Adams in 1846.
Whew.
I don't even know if I'm pronouncing half of those right. I know I'm pronouncing John Couch Adams right because that's like a English sounding name. 1846. It's not Pluto.
What planet? Whew.
I'm thinking, nobody that guesses the planet Earth. It's not Jupiter.
Yeah.
Myself,
Mars.
I mean, I don't know the answer to this, but I would sort of go like, what's the smallest one in the sky? Because obviously this was quite late on discovered by the looks of it. So it's probably one of the smaller planets.
Venus. I actually don't know sizes.
Neptune.
Neptune. Okay.
Okay, number 5. In which US city was the movie Hairspray set? Not the hairspray sets your hair. Chicago? Nope, not Chicago. I haven't looked at it 3 or 4 times because I don't know it either.
Frozen again.
I can still hear you.
So when it goes on sleep, you can still hear me.
Yeah, I can still hear you.
I can't hear you.
Oh.
That's what happens, yeah.
Okay, so the answer to that one was Baltimore, Maryland, and we're on the last one, and then you can get off and then get yourself sorted, because I'm pretty sure you need your phone for other parts of your life as well as YouTube. Which political figure, well, it's in politics, right? Which political figure was also known as El Deuce, meaning the leader? I've heard of the name, but I don't know nothing about the person, or I wouldn't be able to guess the answer anyway. And of course, after I've watched my film, I will be joining, if Andy is live tonight, I will be joining Andy on her live, and generally do if I'm still awake.
Yeah.
Or if I'm not. I press play and leave it going so that I'm in there in the background. Right, answer for that one is Benito Mussolini. So I've heard of him, but I don't really know much.
Mussolini.
Sounds like an Italian dish, doesn't it? Something you eat. Mussolini.
Yeah. So
You probably go live early because Ubby's at work. Well, that works better for me, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's good for me. So
I'll be at work.
You'll be at work.
Cool. Well, it's been awesome to see you.
You too.
And to hang out.
Should do it again. And maybe next time I'll have some sounding bells, and I'll definitely find my big fat pen because I don't know what's happened to it.
You know what? I could just chat.
Hi, Andy. It was fun. Good. I don't know what you thought about the actual cards, whether there was actually any good or not, but we got a few laughs out of them. I'm going to look for some kind of comedy ones. I've actually bought these, but we'll need to set it as a adult kind of film. Next time, message you. Okay, I will do. These are called Mind in the Gutter. And I'm thinking they might be a bit of fun, like nighttime kind of vibe thing going on. I think we might join a few different people on that chat and see how it goes. Maybe we could all join together and do a panel or something. I don't know. We'll see how it all goes and see how it all gets figured out. Right. I think Mel is now doubling down because she's now got 2 screens on. So I don't know what's going on there.
I don't know what's going on. Even if you can hear me. We could have 4 if you like. 3 mouths. I was trying to get
lovely. Sorry, go on.
Phone always is going to sleep. So yep, I'm gonna wrap it up, Stacey.
All right, lovely.
Yeah. Awesome. Thanks everybody. Thanks, Andy.
Yeah, thanks for
sticking
joining
it out to the end.
And if you're watching on the replay, please like the chat. Don't know. It's not again.
Yeah.
Like the video. Make sure you subscribe over to Mel's and vice versa. And we will see you on the next live. Everybody put your pollocks up.
The pollocks. We need the pollocks.
All right, lovely.
Awesome.
See you again soon.
Thank you. Yeah. Bye.